Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Resident Roleplay. This is a show where a group of friends and I get together and play homebrewed tabletop RPG set in the world of Resident Evil. I'm your host and GM, and welcome back to the table, everyone. Hey! Rose just resubscribed. It says we're almost there. I'm not sure what it means by that, but okay, we're almost there.
Almost there, almost at the end.
Emil, we're almost there.
Oh, right. I see. I see. That was your message. I thought that was just the alert saying that. I'm like, what's this thing trying to tell me?
It is.
All right. So, I guess we are approaching the beginning of the end. So, I know. Yeah. We're going to be in a bit of a different setup next time. I think at least one of us is a little out of sorts today. So we'll see if we can make do. I know Joe's doing a little under the weather right now, but... Oh, and he's super robot-y. So we'll be dealing with a number of issues possibly this time, but we'll see if we can make do and get on through at least to the next one. But there are a lot of things that could happen here. This might be a short session. This might be a medium length session. Who knows?
It might be a really long session. Who knows?
I mean, I suppose that's possible too.
I don't think so. We're going to be stuck in this elevator for the first hour.
Yeah, you'd have to retcon again like you did last time, where you reversed us back into the elevator. Well, in any event.
Yeah, we went back and forth in that elevator 3 times, I think, last week.
All right, so you guys are officially out of the elevator now, where we're starting out, but let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode then. So, previously on Resident Roleplay, in continued pursuit of your ally turned nemesis, Emil Johanson, you fought your way through his lieutenants in your path. First, Joan Waters, his chief field medic. Then Dr. Annabelle Campbell, his chief researcher, who turned out to be an undercover CIA agent. Finally, you defeated a small group of Katara clones that Emil had stolen, but not before taking one under your control by way of a chemical compound. As you traversed the island headquarters of Greenhouse Solutions, the maddening fog of the Spectre virus continued driving all but Scorpion insane. And the high elevation from the island's ascension began weakening your bodies. By communicating with a bomber pilot by the call sign Bambi, Chauncey arranged to have an airstrike on standby to destroy the viral contents of the island once you've escaped. Arriving at the main offices, you found evidence of a firefight between Greenhouse Solutions security and CIA agents. You then encountered your old ally, Justin Scalvo, who's now the chief of security. With a convicted conscience, you easily turned him against his employer, and he has agreed to aid for now. After some intense hallucinations, you made your way up to the top floor, where Emil was last seen. That's where we left off. Also, Lauren, I think you might want to raise your gate a bit, if you can.
All right, yeah.
Getting a little bit of white noise, but...
Got a Roomba running around.
Ah, gotcha. So, that's where we last left off, as you all are now on the top floor, the 3rd floor of this office building, in this long white hallway heading towards the end. As you do, Chauncey, you walk slowly down the hall. And as you do, you see small square tiles in the wall flip one by one in a wave moving down to the far end. By the time all the tiles have flipped, this hallway looks entirely different, but familiar to you. You see photos of the triplets, you and your siblings, hung up on the walls. A recognizable light blue coat of paint. This hallway leads to a very familiar front door at the end of it. that goes out into sunlight on the other side. This is your old house that you had in that suburban neighborhood. And as you walk towards the end of this hall, you hear a voice calling out from behind you. Archaea's voice. Leaving again?
You got a job to do.
You look
You
back.
know this.
As you say that, you see her standing on the other end of the hall by the living room, looking her usual spunky self, at least as you remember her. Why do you keep doing this?
You know, it's just my job. It's what I do.
You really go out of your way for your job.
I got to.
I know I'm not one to talk about risk, but what if one day you don't come back?
Then it was all worth it.
You really believe that?
Yeah. Nothing that's gonna change this except for me. And until I'm done, it's never gonna stop. So I know that if I don't make it, it's because I finished it.
She has an almost pleading, pitiful look about her. You turn back and go towards the front door.
Yeah.
Like you did before, prepare to leave this house behind. And all your past leading up to this moment. Reach out to the front door, and as you do, you see the tiles, all the texture of this hall rework itself again, tiling towards that door. And then all the tiles flip around on that as well. By the time you grab hold of the handle, it's back to being the door that you saw at the end of this hallway, leading into Emil's office. As you begin to push it open, all of you, hear his voice around you, just booming from every direction. Do you remember when we were ambushed by those Umbrella operatives in Raccoon City? I took a bullet for you, Chauncey. We were allies once. You ever think back to that?
Nope.
You throw the door open, you see the office that you had seen. Well, I think the last time you guys were here, Chauncey didn't see the inside of the office, right? No, so it's familiar to some of you. Definitely to Kevin. I think Scorpion was there as well as Mr. G. So
I think
hasn't seen it.
Yeah, because Katara, it was me and Katara that were in that first outing.
yeah, Kevin was there too. I remember because Kevin had a few
Right,
words
yeah.
with him.
That's right, but
to you, to some of you, it's familiar. For those who aren't, you're entering into a grand office space with a high ceiling, and the opposite wall is comprised of a floor-to-ceiling window divided by vertical frames, and it pretty much fills the entirety of the opposite wall. And in the center of your view, you do see what looks to be a clean, elegant desk. And standing behind it, facing away from you, looking out the windows, clad in a familiar body armor that some of you have seen him in his old days. Full combat gear over his tan vest and green dress shirt. The Garand sniper rifle slung over his shoulder with the bayonet pointing down. Just with his hands behind his back, looking out over his domain, out this window in front of him. His words linger in the air. Do you all say anything?
My internet cut out for a hot second. What did you say?
What did Emil say?
Yeah.
He said, "Do you remember in Raccoon City when we were ambushed by those Umbrella operatives? I took a bullet for you, Chauncey. We were allies once. Do you ever think back on that?"
And I said no.
And then we walked in.
Mm-hmm.
Chauncey's not going to say anything after he opens the door and sees him there.
Quick scan. Is he alone in the room?
Perception check. If you're entering
I think minimum of
into the room.
6. Yeah. Well, just at least from the doorway, being able to look around.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Like,
as you look, okay,
entering.
well, I'll wait to see your check.
Yeah, minimum of 16.
Ooh.
Hmm?
Solid 20.
Dirty
So
20.
with a dirty 20, you look around. So you're in the hallway and just peeking out the doorway, essentially.
Yeah.
And looking around into this room, you don't see anyone else. But if you look out onto your left and right sides, you see that this hallway kind of goes into the room a little bit, which means to your left and right, there's space behind this doorway that you can't see. So you can't clear those corners. Okay. But from what you can see, he's the only one there. And also to your left and right, you see some what looks to be just decor. There are very kind of large potted plants. One to one side is this big green sort of almost a little tree that stood up there. And to your left side is a big yellow one.
Is this massive red or green herb? Yeah, so like peeking in, Scorpion's just gonna like bolt around and raise the rifle.
Emil still remains looking out the window, unmoving, but he cocks his head a little bit, as if looking through his periphery over his shoulder. But you all know he doesn't have to.
Kevin's gonna speak up. I pity you, Emil. Really, I do. What you've done is just sad. What happened to you? I used to trust you. Hell, we made this company together, you and I. And then I don't understand.
Yeah, we did once. But I have found a higher calling. And if it's a path I must walk alone, I will. I wish I didn't have to. I wish you could see the cross I must bear. Begins turning around, now facing all of you, his hands still just clasped behind his back. But he unclasps them now. Stands. He's always been a rather stiff man. Square, broad shoulders. Very tall. Stands out in any room. You see his skin is a little bit more pale than it once was. And he does just have a almost solid, sunken face about him. His hair a lot grayer, too. I didn't want any of this to go like this. But if this is how it must be,
how it's gonna be.
I'm sorry it has to end like this. But may God have mercy on your soul.
and he crosses himself, and I need you all to roll initiative.
All right. Waiting for that.
Actually, I have not rolled for him. I need to do a number of rolls here. Because you guys have some allies here.
What?
Mm-hmm, we do. We have two.
So I guess do you wanna Troy, do you wanna roll for your Alsupe clone? Let's roll a D20 and add a +3.
Oh wow.
Better than me.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. So, let's get a sound off on everybody else's initiatives. How are you guys doing here? And let me go ahead and drag out the battle map so you guys can see where you want to position yourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Obliged.
Let me know when you're ready.
You give me one moment. Okay, hit me.
Scorpion's sitting at an 11.
11 on Scorpion.
27 on Chauncey.
27?
Yeah.
You weren't messing around for this one.
Nope. I'm about to be, though. Why can't I drag him out? Get out of here. There we go.
And
Kev?
I have a 14.
14 on Kev.
Yep.
19 on Enyer.
Gotcha. All right. Very well. So yeah, Chauncey was first one in the room. Scorpion, you're nearby to the door at the very least.
Yeah.
Somewhere. I guess the rest of you have pretty free reign of how you want to position yourselves here.
Well, you can split the doorway if you want.
What was that?
You want to split the doorway? Like, because you were peeking around and stuff.
I'm good right here. I think I can.
I'll talk around.
You know what? I'm cool. I'm cool behind the tank.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say we're just missing Enyo. Here we are.
I need to put her in again. Health's not updating.
Weird.
Is your health that low?
I don't
No,
think
it's
No,
not
we
that
had
low.
full.
Yeah, everyone
don't
except those who
fix it.
took mental damage are at full.
Yeah, and that's like a couple d6s at the minimum.
Did Enyo take mental
Max.
damage?
Me? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say for me, it was only showing like a sliver of green.
I can't see your health, but I'm pretty sure it's massive.
You can't see the number, but you can see there's a little sliver missing from the brain damage I got last week.
I don't think your
I can't see Chance's health.
yeah, your health isn't set for player view.
Oh, it isn't? Hold on. Let me fix that.
I'll
I just noticed
Oh, no.
we're a very monochromatic group.
I've just always
You
seen
guys
your
are.
guys' health bars, but no numbers, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Wait,
but we can't even see your health bar.
Do I have to do something on my end so you can see it?
Hold on. Can you guys see it now?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I just
Oh, yeah.
adjusted
I think,
it.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's a GM thing has to do it.
Yeah, I
gotcha.
think you
Built
could
a
too.
wall in
But...
front of Scorpion.
Hold on. Let me just make this your default token, and then we'll be good. At least we should be. All right. So
As
we've all
soon
rolled
as just like
initiative.
basically as soon as you all roll initiative, just like Scorpion's just like finger on the trigger, ready to go. It's just like, you guys ready to go to work?
I have my lunchbox right here.
I'm ready.
With that, top of the round brings us first to Chauncey, going into action.
I'm gonna move forward to the desk, and can I just put the M19 on the desk?
Okay, so you pull out the M1911. Now, which one was this? Was this Emil's?
This was
Or was this...
no, this was Emil's. Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah, this
I think
is
you
a
said-
Emil's legit M1911.
so you pull out his custom M1911, engraved with the names of the survivors of Operation Greenhouse, along the slide.
And I tell him, I stopped thinking about the day you took a bullet for me, but I haven't stopped thinking about the day you're gonna take a bullet. And can I just hold my action at this point to be attacked first, or like how should I word it?
You gonna wait for him to attack?
Hold my action. Yeah, hold my actions. And yeah, until I take damage.
Okay,
And then attack whatever is attacking me.
gotcha.
I don't know how to word it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I get what you mean. So you're
Okay.
waiting until you get attacked, and then you'll attack in return.
I'll return fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any? Do you have a weapon at the ready that you're equipping
So
right
like
now?
as I'm putting the M1911 down, it's still in my hand. Like the hand is over top of the M1911. So the M1911 is my current equipped weapon.
Gotcha. So so you're just holding your action from there. At the end of your turn, not seeing any sort of activity yet, Emil stays his hand for a moment. But Enyo, you're up next.
Okay. So, where Enyo's standing right now, it's not 30 feet. So she's gonna do a roundabout run. Like, she's gonna, like, kind of go this way.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, a round run to get that 30 feet run up.
So you push past Scorpion and have
I'm
ran
behind.
into this room.
She was in front of Scorpion.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's gonna be a charged. Now, I'm testing the waters. I'm not gonna do Haymaker yet. because I don't know what kind of AC we're dealing with.
Trivial.
And I want to make
Oh,
as many
wait.
hits land as much as possible.
29 definitely
Yeah,
hits.
but how you gonna?
What was it?
That's a 29 definitely hits.
And I believe that's a crit. I'm still
Yeah.
trying to get used to these charge strikes.
I was gonna say though is how you supposed to know how low it can go until you've hit it. If you roll too high, you're gonna always hit, yeah, but you're never gonna get that damage.
Ooh, good damage.
All right, 24 explosive to him.
Any reaction?
Yeah, you throw this massive strike, and you're just striking at the head.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you land a solid blow with your fist. His head shoots back, but he still has like this stoic, solid stance.
Alright. I think I'm gonna go Haymaker.
Go
Alright,
for it.
I don't know if it's too late. I'm gonna take. Can I do takedown on that one?
Sure, yeah, you could add that to that one. So that's a strength save.
Yes. DC 19.
That's a 16.
No, DC 20. So
Oh, yeah, it's even worse. All right, so you slam him down, knocking over this swivel chair that was behind him, and he is on the ground.
Haymaker. And I believe so. I also have advantage on
Yeah,
this.
you have advantage because he's prone.
Also, yes, any attack I hit is also crit. So that's 220. What's the? Is it LH?
Keep K
KH.
H.
KH.
Or K, not
KHL?
KH. K,
KL.
KL.
Keep
for
highest.
keep lowest. Or for keep
No,
highest?
keep
Yeah,
highest.
for advantage,
highest.
yeah,
Oh, keep
keep highest. KH, yeah. KH for keep highest, KL for keep lowest.
That didn't roll right.
You can also do DL, which is drop lowest, and DH, which is drop highest, I think.
I think that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Because that
It
didn't
would
roll.
be KH1 plus 7 is what you want
Yeah,
to put.
KH1.
Oh,
Keep
Okay.
highest 1.
There you go.
yeah. That's
25
crit.
hits. Another 25 points of damage to him.
So that's attack. That's extra attack. And then
And then
one more.
is this bonus action?
Oh wait, I didn't add the extra damage from Haymaker. But yes, this is bonus
Oh, so
action.
that's
So another 10.
Another 10 on top of that.
So I'll
that
put a
last
10
one.
on this one.
Yeah,
I'll just
21
add the
also
10.
hits.
So that's 6, and I'll put 20 because the extra 10. Sad damage, but that's okay.
I already did the 10 from the last one, so this is
Oh, okay.
just
so it's
25. Gotcha.
That's a lot of 25s.
Yeah, that's a lot of 25s. So you take him down with the first strike. No, so his head does shoot back, and he wouldn't have otherwise moved if you didn't also get your legs behind him and sweep him off his feet into this takedown. And then on the floor, you just continue pounding down. For the rest of you, you just see Emil disappear behind that desk. So, is that the end of Enyo's turn?
That is the end of her turn.
All right, back up to, or back down to. Well, first, at the end of your turn, Emil's going to use one of his legendary actions, and he's been, after you've landed a few solid strikes on him, he's just like, "Ugh," and he's down on the ground, and you see him pull out from a side holster his hypo gun, and he just immediately
Careful.
sticks it in his own shoulder, and he's gonna hit himself with a steroid, and that's gonna be
Oh, yeah.
a legendary action. then it's back down to Kevin. You're up next. You don't have visual on Emil at the moment. He's behind the desk.
Well, I know he's behind the desk at least.
Is it a solid desk? Like a big...
Yeah,
solid
it's
wall?
yeah, it's pretty, and it looks to be of solid construction too. We're talking big, thick pieces of wood. Very fancy.
I'm gonna toss a Molotov right here.
Okay. What's the radius on that?
I believe it was a radius of 5 feet.
Okay, yeah, so that won't really hit anybody else in that case, except him. So now let me double check. If you're prone, does that give you disadvantage?
Mobility set on mobility saves, I think.
Yeah. No, it doesn't have anything like that. So it's just disadvantage on melee attacks. Okay, yeah, so he needs to go ahead and make a straight melee roll then. That's a 16.
That would be okay. I believe that's a. Yeah, the save DC for me is an 18. So.
All right.
Nope.
All right. So, yeah, you throw down that Molotov cocktail there. Explodes into fire, and you see some of this beautiful waxed desk begin to light a bit, as Emil also catches a bit of flame, as Enyo can see from her perspective. So he takes full damage since he failed the save. That's going to be 18
Burn all those
flame
herbs on
then.
him.
18.
All right. Did a solid 18 points of damage to him. Is that going to be it for Kevin? He's staying put?
Well, I'm gonna move him right here.
Okay, so you move into that corner. And yeah, you can kind of see now a fuller view of some of the parts of the room for those of you who've gone in. And yeah, there are these sort of benches, these couches to these side corners. All right, so that's it for Kevin.
You know what? I'm gonna have him sit on a couch.
All right, he's seated on the couch now. All
Does
within your movement.
Emil have 2 different colored plants in his office?
Yeah, I said that one of them was green, one
What
of
a
them's yellow.
monster!
It's a red and a green, or green herb and a yellow herb.
But it doesn't. It's not symmetrical.
So
And you'll take psychic damage.
that's it for Kevin. At the end of your turn, Emil is going to use another one of his legendary actions, and he's going to disappear and recorporate over here, standing up as he teleports. And next up is going to be
That's not
Scorpion.
good. That's not good. I needed that.
You could hold your action until I knock him prone again.
No, that doesn't help me either.
Oh.
All right, so Scorpion's going to. Actually, he's gonna stay where he is because I think, I only needed to move before because he was behind the desk, but he's not anymore. He's staying behind in the hallway. Bonus action, hide.
All right.
Do I need to make a stealth check?
It's over 20, right? So
It's way out.
yeah,
way over 20.
you're good.
Yeah, and then take a peek and fire.
All right, and all the distraction of the first couple of assailants, Emil now repositioning himself, has not kept careful track of Scorpion, and as you pop around the corner, fire a shot, takes him by surprise.
That is 22 to hit.
22 hits.
All right. And okay, I rolled an 11.
So that's with headshot and everything, right?
That's with headshot. Always headshot. My normal bonus is way higher. And sneak attack.
Yes, sir.
Ah, dang it. Oh well.
What's up?
What?
My first bonus action is supposed to be spot.
Well, at least you got sneak
But I'll
attack
take
out
61
this time.
damage.
61 points of damage.
Yeah.
All right, as you...
Let me get up close to him so I can spot him.
Yeah, you peek around that corner and right down the scope, you align your crosshairs with his head and just...
Yep. And before he pulls...
bullet actually impacts against it.
Well, actually, yeah, after he shoots, he's just going to be like... Because Emil looks... Like, he looks older, and he looks like he's just really worn down, eyes sunken, pale skin, and all that other stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like, and of course, looking through the scope, he's got a pretty good view of his face. Scorpion's gonna take that shot and just go, "My man, that cross has not been good to you."
And that bullet impacts with this burst of smoke and blood that shoots out from it. And you see wisps of this dark aura just emanating from him.
But he's gonna say one last time before his turn ends. He's gonna say, "What are you waiting for? We know you got something waiting for us. This isn't you."
Sorry. Keep going.
Come on, Emil, stop playing. And he's just gonna taunt him and keep like pressuring.
Emil steals his resolve and just again has this stoic look about him and doesn't respond. It's at the end of Scorpion's turn then. So
Yes.
at the end... Fair call. At the end of his turn, or at the end of Scorpion's turn, Emil's going to use his last legendary action to... well, he still had his hypo gun in hand, so he is going to shoot a lethal injection at Chauncey.
Triggered.
But yeah, that would trigger your held attack as well. So that would go off first as you see Emil start to take aim at you. But 23, I believe, hits you.
I'll let,
that's a lot of
it does hit me, and I'll let it hit me first, and then I'll react to it because I said after I take damage.
That's fair. So you need to make a Constitution saving throw as he just takes aim with this hypo gun and shoots this syringe out that sticks in between your armor plating and injects this terrible fluid that you feel coursing through your veins.
Oh no, it's food poisoning.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Not 20.
Oh, natural 20. So you take right, yeah, because of the way the way these injections work, yeah, since it's based on whether or not you hit mostly, so you take the full damage, but the con save means you resist being poisoned. So you are not poisoned, but you do take...
Here it comes. This is a big one.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's a lot of eights. That's a
67 points of poison damage.
food damage.
I don't think Chauncey's been hurt like this since
Not in one hit, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is endgame Emil right here. This is literally just his class build scaled up to level 17.
Chauncey drops to a knee after taking that hit, and then returns fire with the M1911.
Grab the M1911 off the table and just... All right, so you get your full salvo of attacks, which I believe is 3 now.
It is 3. And also, am I allowed to action surge or no? Because that's not
no. You would have to.
That's on your turn.
Do that on your turn. Yeah. So this is
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
I don't.
You would just get
That's
your
fine.
your regular action.
I'm fine with that. So I am going to do the full salvo of 3 total attacks with the M1911.
Also, I realized I did not get down the initiative for the Alcipe. Where was that at?
Ooh.
I think it was pretty high. It was like 20.
Oh, 21. Yeah, that
20
yeah,
something,
yeah, that should have taken its
Actually, I
turn
would've-
after Chauncey then. So, okay, we could resolve that then after this.
Yes.
Well, I'll say, what are your standing orders for it, or your marching orders, I should say?
Well, I'm gonna tell her to get in and move over here. And
Attack Emil.
Also, I was wrong. It was not Emil's M1911. It was Scott Moeller's.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
it was. I'm sorry. I wanted to make sure I had everything written down right, but yeah, it's the M19 of Scott Moeller. So
Okay, and
That's the one that I got off his body.
yeah, and you had never shot that one before, correct?
I don't think anybody shot it. I don't
Yeah.
think it's ever been shot.
Oh, Scott
Okay.
shot it.
Yeah, but
a lot.
none of you guys have shot it. Okay.
I'm just gonna have her attack Emil, I guess.
All right.
All right.
So
I'm
Once the shots
gonna
go off.
fire at a full fire rate of I think a total of 1,
so
and it's I'm gonna do headshot. Oh,
So, as you pull the trigger, you line up the headshot, and getting the sights on this M1911, a kind of handgun you haven't fired in a very long time, you line it up, squeeze the trigger. As you do, you take only 2 points of shock damage, and the weapon drops from your hand as this surge of electricity goes up your arm.
It was booby trap.
oh, that said I
And-
got to do the booby trap.
Drops to the ground right there.
Dang it. Okay. Am I allowed to, because I have the free action to pull out another weapon?
I would
Can
allow
I do
it.
that?
I would
during
allow
this
it.
course? Okay. Then out comes Hydra.
All right.
Well,
Now he's a fair distance
get that
from you.
then.
You wouldn't be able to get any movement though during this reaction.
out comes Smith and Wesson.
But
So yeah, out comes the Magnum, and then
okay.
what's 13 hit? I am also going to fire one single shot, and it is going to be a headshot as well. Please hit. That didn't hit.
11
Dang it.
does not hit.
And extra attack shot again.
Yeah, with his steroid, you fire off a shot and he just like
Dang it.
is moving from side to side. It was those
2, 3,
warm-up
4.
rolls. Yeah, with each shot, he just like
He's just whiffing these bullets, man. All right, that's fine.
All right. So that's Chauncey's held action. Now the Alcipe, the Katara clone, is going in. So you said you told it to attack Emil?
Yes.
Okay. So it is going to
Get in there.
Yeah, I'll say it runs in then with its full round of claw attacks. So let's see if this thing can be more effective against him. That's an 8. The first one misses. And
Yeah,
natural 20. Now, here's I guess I'll let you decide, Kevin, whether you want this thing to prioritize dealing damage with its claws or attempting to grapple him and then bite him, which may have some additional effects added onto it.
Let's see. Let's have him grapple.
Yes.
Okay.
Grapple.
So
Grapple him. Need somebody on him.
Emil is grappled, which means, yeah, he also can't move right now. At least not with regular movement. And yeah, it catches him. It runs forward. This is like a sight you all are not used to seeing on your enemies, as this thing runs forward and grabs hold of him. And he is now hammering the buttons and wiggling the sticks. That's going to be the end of... This was all off of Emil's legendary action. That was after Scorpion's turn, which means next up is down to Emil's turn. Oh, that was an interesting series of events. So yeah, he's being grappled by this thing, and he doesn't like that very much. He is going. Yeah, he is going to. In this case, well, first off, as this thing is wrestling with him, you see his focus isn't pried too much from the others around him. He recognizes what this is. He sees the P30 device, and he's just like, clever. But he recognizes that this is just a pawn of his real targets. He shoots his sightline still over to Chauncey. He's going to bonus action spot Chauncey. So I'm going to mark you there.
It's weird to have somebody who isn't Scorpion do this.
And he is actually, yeah, he's got
Hippocratic Oathbreaker is painful, man. Hippocratic Oathbreaker plus spot plus I think it's no, that's one with a melee attack that he has a poison blade.
Yeah. Well, I
built this guy, man.
Speaking of, he's actually pulling out the rifle, and with his bayonet is going to attempt to jam it into this Katara clone in front of him. It's 26, which does hit. Dealing. And just says, maybe this time you should just stay dead. So that's going to be 16 points of piercing and necrotic damage. And this is Spectre necrotic against it, so it doesn't have immunity. And yeah, that is going to be it. Now, 16. And that's going to be the end of Emil's... Well, first, actually, this thing has to see if it maintains its grapple. Which it does. And so he's still grappled. And so, yeah, he can't move because he only has regular movement on his turn. That's going to be at the end of Emil's turn. And that is going to bring us to, last but not least, Scalvo. As Justin Scalvo readies his rifle, releases the safety, and begins darting into this room. And
go get him.
From this position, he's going to prop himself up against the wall and taking careful aim, try not to hit the ally that has him grappled, but still non-discriminately gonna start taking shots here. He is going to make 3 weapon attacks with his G36. First one hits. Let me just roll them all out right now. Second one hits. Third one misses. So fires a quick burst. First attack dealing One moment. Uh, 12 points of damage, and the second one dealing 20. And that's going to be Scalvo's turn. He's going to stay put. Emil shoots a sharp look at him and just says, you too, huh? And that brings us back to the top of the round to Chauncey.
What's up?
What was that?
And starts, well, because he was still kind of kneeling and taking the damage. He swaps out the gun from the Magnum to the Hydra, and then starts walking forward here. Well, I gotta remember how to do the whole freaking walking thing. I can't get it, but yeah, I walk right up into this grill over here. So we're all in an Oreo here, and I'm gonna start laying down some Hydra damage.
All right.
Do I stick to my motto? Yeah, I stick to my motto.
Always.
It is. Now, here's the question I have. Okay, so I have infinite ammunition with the Hydra now. Does that mean that because it has 3 in the chamber, that like I spin those 3 and then I automatically get 3 back?
So it's infinite reloads is essentially how it functionally works. So you still are limited by your capacity, but when you reload, you don't, as long as you have a full stack of that ammo, you don't detract from that stack. So yeah, you could reload basically as much as you want, but you're still limited by your capacity.
Okay, so if I make one attack with 2 rounds, the second attack, if I don't reload it, has to be the 1 round.
Exactly, yeah. But you'll never run out of ammo as you keep reloading.
But I have the free action to reload.
It's a bonus action for you, I believe.
Yeah. Bonus action to reload.
Yeah, so you still have to use that.
Yeah, that's fine. We're going to go ahead, try headshot, 2 shots. Hydra.
All right. And with advantage, because you're so close.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about the advantage thing. Here, I'll roll that real quick. Okay, so the 19.
19 does not hit.
Ooh.
So you're leveling your Hydra, this triple-barreled sawed-off shotgun, and trying to shoot around the target in between you, but in all of the wrestling between the two of them, your shot is knocked aside and goes wide. As he deliberately shoves this thing into your path. That's your first shot. First of 3.
Yeah. Well, first of 2, because I have to reload. Dang it. I feel so crippled right now. Okay, I'm going to single shot it. Yeah, single shot, headshot, roll. And with advantage, I keep forgetting, sorry.
No worries. Works just as well if you just roll
20.
2.
I'm going to find his minimum.
20 just hits.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is.
It's funny.
Scalpel hit on a 20.
Oh, man. I'm just slowly climbing up.
Slowly but surely. Chauncey is finding his momentum today.
Yeah.
2d8 plus 8. All right.
It was that lethal injection. He's feeling a bit sick.
It's true.
Sadly, that is only 1 bullet.
14 points.
A 14.
All right. Still, it's a solid hit going around the target between you as you catch the side of his kind of midsection, his rib cage, and just.
Let's end this quickly. And then he reloads. And I think I'm also going to attach the. Can I attach the Hydra back to the Vanguard system and just have that ready, not on, but like attached?
Okay.
No weapons in hand.
All right, we could arrange that then.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Well, you do
That'll be the end of my turn.
you do have a third attack that you could still use. I don't know if you want to try an unarmed strike or if you have a melee weapon or.
As I'm attaching it, I hit him with it.
All right, there you go. So make a melee weapon attack on this an improvised blunt weapon.
That's just
Yeah, that's a strength-based
20.
roll.
Yeah, strength-based. That's right. So +5.
Well, strength plus proficiency.
Yeah. I was trying to do the math in my head. I don't know if you heard that part. Oh, and just to test the waters, we're gonna add the haymaker to that.
All right, let's see it then. -5 to whatever your total would be then. I think that's
It's a big number here. It's a big number. Oh wait, that's the wrong dice. Hold on. It's a huge number, guys. Watch out. Oh, it hits though.
yeah, 23 hits.
All right, and then that's going to be I forget what the damage is for the melee. It's
I think it's 1d4. 1d4 by default for us in this homebrew. It's a d4 plus your strength.
Yeah, plus my strength. And then plus 10 for the haymaker.
Yeah. Hey, you actually rolled well enough to hit with that one.
Oh! Clap!
Snap. 17 points of damage with a solid right to the side of his temple. You have the Chauncey has a +5 to strength?
But I have a +5 to strength, yes.
Oh, wow. I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah. Yeah, my strength and my mobility are max.
Snap. So, yeah, you hit him with a solid hit for your last attack before tossing the Hydra up to your mount on your shoulder.
And that is the end of my turn.
All right. At the end of Chauncey's turn, Emil is going to use one of his legendary actions. Still wrestling with this Katara clone behind him as well. He is going to just kind of shove through with his bayonet and attempt to poke around as that last swing came at him and try and hit Chauncey on the other side.
Nope.
That's a natural one, so he doesn't hit anything.
That's what I expected.
So yeah, that actually brings us then to the Alcipe's turn, and it still has him grappled. This is the first time this has happened when one of these things got someone grappled. So
Yeah, this is the first time we've seen this.
it is going to use a bite attack against him.
Chomp.
And that's a natural 20. Wow, this thing has been more effective for you guys than it has been against you. So
And it has a P30, which means its strength and dex are increased.
oh, I forgot about that. Thanks for pointing that out. So
Yeah.
all of these should have been an additional +1.
Yeah.
So yeah, let me bear that in mind with the damage here. As we also double the dice,
Oh,
which is actually going to make a huge difference here. So he takes, ooh, that's a lot of ones. 17 points of damage total. As this thing, you see its mouth almost unhinge and drop unnaturally wide as these sharp fangs protruding from its upper row of teeth clamp down into Emil's shoulder, this spurt of smoke and blood as he cries out, "Argh!" And you see dark veins crawl across his face. So yeah, he takes those 17 points of damage, and his hit point maximum is reduced by 8.
Oh, wow. What?
He's got permanent debuff.
Yep. So yeah, it could have rolled better, but yeah, because that is piercing and necrotic damage that he took, and the necrotic damage, the 8 at the end there, is reduces his hit point maximum, and so it also has another attack. It can only make 1 bite attack per turn. So its second attack is going to be with its claws, which I need to remember are +1. 19 just misses as it continues to scrape and claw at him. This very savage feral movement as this thing takes a chunk out of his shoulder and then continues to try and deal some damage here, but it finds no piercing through his armor. That's going to be the end of its turn. Emil's getting sick and tired of this, so he is going to use his legendary action at the end of its turn to teleport over here.
No. You see me now.
Real quick, has Anu taken a turn since her first?
Well, her turn
She goes
is...
after the thing, I believe.
It's also
Yeah, because the Alshapay was supposed to go at this point, but we forgot to last time. That's
Yeah.
why.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because you rolled a pretty high initiative for it. So now it's Enyo's turn
Oh,
Yeah.
after that legendary action.
It's the guys. I freaked out because, like, Emil is another one of the smoke creatures, right?
Mm-hmm.
I
does
still
seem to
have
be
that thing
Spectre
hooked up
vibes.
to my chest.
you do?
Mhm.
Now, it's worth noting, as you guys have been attacking him here, this form does not seem to have any resistances.
Huh.
You've been doing normal damage this whole time.
Uh-huh.
So,
I'm thinking, is there a
hold on.
benefit to me
And
screeching at
also-
Emil?
And also, really quick, I'm not insane, and I can see him.
yes, this is true.
Okay.
This is true. He is actually there. Yeah, because Scorpion cannot see hallucinations. So,
Just making sure.
yeah.
But, like, is there a benefit to me screeching at him, from what we know?
Yes, we get a bit of information.
I don't think it would.
We
But,
get,
like-
He's not in a smoke form.
but
It
that means he
would-
can't get in smoke form, and he also wouldn't be able to teleport.
Yeah, he wouldn't be able to teleport.
Yeah, but he's only able to teleport 30 feet. He can't teleport too far. I think we're good.
But if the creature grapples him again, he won't be able to teleport away.
I think maybe wait for it to grapple him again, and then use this screechy thing, and then see what happens.
It would be your
Yeah, I was
action
gonna
to
say
use it.
because it
so-
takes away your attack.
Yeah.
I think
So
you're more
either-
useful attack.
Oh, I want to use the screechy thing again.
I think it's
you can do
useful.
whatever you want, though.
I think it's useful to try it, but I just don't know when that would be a good time to use it. Because like if it stuns him or something like that, that's really useful.
And I'm at the top of the round. So that means all of you can, like, take an attack against him.
You want to hold an action and wait
What am I waiting for?
till he gets grabbed or something like that, and then screech at him, and then try to keep him in place.
Or can you go up and grapple him and then extra attack use it?
That would be because like
No, that's an
Or
action.
extra action?
yeah.
You don't have bonus actions?
Hold on.
Or not bonus actions, but
I've been
extra
saving
actions?
this
Steroid.
because it's going to give me a point of fatigue, but I can use my haste.
Mm-hmm. Well, you haven't used any haste so far, have you?
Yeah.
Happens again after.
Yeah, your first time you use it, you can use it for free. The second time, it gives you a point of fatigue.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. I can bonus action haste. And then I'll have an action to screech at him. And then an extra attack to attack him.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing that?
I think it's useful to figure out if it is worth it, because this is the beginning of the fight. This would be when we want to find out as much information going into the fight.
I have a feeling like this. If this is going on till next week, something's up.
I mean, everything we fought and everything that we've done so far points to the fact that Emil's waiting for something.
Yeah.
No,
I have a feeling he's trying to waste our time.
Maybe.
His physical form. He's
right.
something else. He is the island.
Island just goes rob.
Alright, I'm gonna bonus action haste.
Alright.
And your ears start kicking in. You hear stuff whirring, she starts glowing.
Yeah.
Bunch of mechanical sounds. She's going over. She's gonna do it like kind of right behind him. She's gonna like kind of catch him by surprise. Like he's focused on you guys. She comes up behind him and screeches.
Oh, you're gonna jump scare him. You guys got jump scared a couple of times this time. Yeah, you just show up behind and let out this high-pitched, high-frequency squeal as it begins reverberating throughout this room. And you see Emil and cover his ears. He seems to wince a bit at that as smoke begins to wisp off of him at an accelerated rate. And you see Scalvo also begin to...
Oh, sorry, Scalvo.
Fuck you, Scalvo.
Seems to lumber a bit and kneel, but they're both still active. But they seem to have been affected by this.
All right. So as she's squealing, this is like while she's squealing, she's gonna go for. I think I'll haymaker.
All right, lay down some haymakers.
No.
Yeah, and he's fast. Just moves aside.
Extra attack. No.
Your fist just this time lands a solid strike and just bounces off his sturdy armor of this tactical gear that he is covered in from his legs up to his neck.
Is he wearing heavy armor?
Yeah, I told you he was wearing the old armor he used to wear when you guys went into combat when he was standing behind the desk.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, that's the end of Enyo's turn.
Alright, that's Enyo's turn. At the end of Enyo's turn... yeah, you're right up in his grill. He's going to use his legendary action, his last legendary action for the round, to make a bayonet attack against you.
You could try. Oh,
25. But
that just barely hits.
oh yeah, because your AC is increased right now.
Yeah.
I forgot. So
It meets it.
the good news is though that you're a robot, so you're immune to all necrotic damage. So
Yeah, robots.
but he could still use Hippocratic Oathbreaker on you. Because as
Would he have to be like a mechanic Oathbreaker for this?
this is fair. But looks like a human, breaks like a human, you take 10 points of piercing damage.
I take no damage. I react.
Ooh, all right. So you just solidly at lightning fast speeds. Brace yourself. That is going to be the end of Enyo's turn and his last legendary action. That's Kevin up next.
Hold on. I know exactly what I'm going to do here.
Dootin'.
Dootin'.
So while he's sitting down, Kevin, while he's just relaxing, he casually just overhead tosses a volatile reaction. Right?
Oh boy. Right on the where his chair was. That's knocked
Yes.
onto the ground now. So what is
And
the
as it
radius
says-
on that?
That's 20 feet. And as he says,
Oh,
that,
that's big, actually.
"Guys, you should probably dodge." He just
I'm screeching here.
So, well, hold on. I'm gonna let's bring out some markers here.
I forgot volatile reaction is fireball.
It is fireball and everything except range. Let me give this a 20-foot aura.
I should have reacted to this damage instead of the other one. You should have warned me.
So,
This is gonna do more damage than I'm
gonna hit everybody.
yeah, it's gonna be everybody except the Kevin and his pet clone. So, however,
Everyone?
You know, I feel so crappy.
hold on. Let me show you guys this. There you
Can
go.
you
So that's the
you, like,
radius
throw
right
it-
there. So,
Everybody.
go further?
however,
Would it really
Can you throw, like,
affect
over here?
Scorpion?
Scorpion has 3/4 cover, so you get a bonus
Yeah.
to your mobility save.
But I still have a disadvantage because I'm fatigued. I'm tired.
Right? Yeah,
Is
you're
his
at
mobility-
disadvantage, but you have a +5 bonus.
Emil has advantage on his mobility save, I think, because of haste.
Yeah, because of steroid.
Well, a
so
steroid.
Wait, he does?
yeah, so he's gonna get advantage on this then.
No, that didn't help.
It still doesn't help.
let
You
me-
guys remember he's stiff old man. He's always had mobility of 10, so he fails.
This is why you buy wheelchairs.
No.
Imagine a
Scalvo.
cool, like, cybernetic wheelchair.
I'll let everyone roll first.
You said +5 for mobility because
Do I have...
Scalvo has advantage because of
What is that?
situational awareness.
12?
it's actually quite significant.
I also have
Oopsies.
advantage on this. So that's good.
I did.
I even need
did keep
advantage?
highest. Hold on, let me re-roll. Actually, I'll just take the highest of the two. It's 13 plus 4 is 17. What's Kevin's DC?
I think it's 18.
It is
Yeah.
18.
So Scalvo
You better not have
fails.
just killed Salvo.
Scalvo
Saves me
fails.
as a trip.
Emil fails.
What are we rolling again?
Mobility saving throw,
mobility
Okay.
saving.
which you have situational awareness too, so you would also be at advantage.
Yeah. Okay. I was just checking that because I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have that.
I disadvantaged and got rid of a natural 20.
Yeah, you burned a natural 20 there. So, looks like Enyo also succeeded, right? So
Yeah.
yeah. So far, the only failures are Scalvo and Emil.
Your match.
Oh yeah, meets it, beats it.
I
So
have 18.
yeah, Chauncey also succeeds. So yeah, only the NPCs in the radius seem to take full damage. So go ahead and roll it out.
Huh, Emil is just an NPC.
As you throw this
Wait, hold
device out there
It
and
is-
explodes into this massive chemical combustion fireball.
Hold on.
This, my friends, is a 10d6 for failure.
I really should have saved my reaction.
Half as much on a success.
Yeah, so all of you who succeeded take half this damage.
All right.
Oh, it's just well worn. Fantastic. Oh, you rolled terrible though.
I take half of that. Cool. So that's
27 points to
12
Emil.
or 27.
27.
It's
points.
14?
No,
Or 13.
Isn't it?
13. Yeah.
13.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
round up
Round
or
down.
down?
Round down. So
Round down.
13.
Okay,
Yeah,
13.
yeah.
I don't take any, actually.
This is-
because I have
Right.
evasion. So just-
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
The early damage Enya has taken so far
As
is
he
from
tosses-
Kevin.
as he tosses this, he's like, "Sorry, everybody. I'm sorry."
Just sitting lazily
Do it
on the
again.
couch.
Do it again, and I'm gonna kill you next.
As also, it shatters these windows as that explosion goes outward.
Ooh.
And it's very dramatic. Flames lick out and almost catch some of the trees that you see out there, start burning away some of their leaves.
Wait, you said, hold on. You said the windows are broken.
The windows are broken.
Hey, guys.
Are we pushing him out the window?
Oh, just like Emil and Chauncey once did to that liquor.
And Falcon.
We
it
have to,
Falcon?
right? Every arc, you gotta throw something out of a window.
It doesn't have to be a window. It just has to be a ledge.
Or throw it off a building of some kind.
Yeah, we almost did
I
that.
like
I threw-
headshot him as he's
Walker off
falling.
the tower, remember?
Headshot him as he's falling.
So,
Oh.
is that all for Kevin's
Hold on,
turn
this changes
then?
things.
Or like
Jesus.
headshot him and then he falls back onto the ground. Ah!
Kevin's gonna stand back up, and he's gonna. Does that take movement?
Well, also take half your movement. We'll treat it as if you're prone.
Okay, so he's gonna move right here, and that'll be it.
Okay, and to Kevin's turn, that's going to bring us to Scorpion.
As soon as that just like the wind comes flying in, Scorpion has an idea.
Mist
And it
is
just-
also crawling in through the opening.
Oh no,
But is that a good thing or a bad thing? Oh,
it's bad for me. Maybe not for Scorpion.
Revenge.
I'm actually trying to think back. Has Scorpion been a part of throwing people off of buildings?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if Scorpion's privy to this tradition.
I think the only thing he witnessed was
Elliot kind of
Chauncey
fell off a
throwing
building.
Elliot. Yeah, Chauncey throwing Elliot.
He didn't just throw Elliot. He tackled
body
him off
slammed
the
him.
tower.
Yeah.
He went.
You know
with
what?
him.
Actually,
Yeah.
that's fair. He did see that, so he knows that at least that's a thing. So he's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna try to at least.
Is he gonna try and tackle Emil?
Yeah,
All right.
in a way that only he knows how, which is by jumping off the building. He is
Excuse
going
me?
to run and jump out of the window.
Is he gonna like hook shot Emil and like pull him down with him?
Turn around to pull out his hook shot, and he has to make a strength 30 save.
Okay.
Or not a strength 18 save.
18. I was gonna say 30 is very
No,
high.
I said 30. Or get pulled 30. I mean, get pulled 30. He has to make a strength 18 save.
Okay.
Is there any way
Oh,
we
but no,
can
he's-
assist with this?
But he's
Stirring
wait, hold on.
only
He's-
affects mobility.
okay. You sure?
I can double check for you if you'd like.
Yeah. Check the rules on that. Also realize,
This
yeah,
was
he
a
didn't
pace
take his extra action on his turn, but we'll let that slide for now.
Well, let him go
So yeah,
before I pull him down.
you
Yeah, only
dive
affects
out the window.
mobility.
And so you turn around midair and you're firing your hook shot at
Well,
him.
I think what I do is like I'm
Scorpion!
running down. He's just like, I got this. He's gonna run, like plant his foot on the table and just use that as a launch pad to just like, and then wings out, pull out his grapple gun, and wrap the grapple around his leg.
Okay, so it's a strength save. That's a 7.
Oh, he gets pulled 30 feet.
Oh, that was
towards me.
close.
Okay. Now there's a bit of a table here that he's going to run into.
Hit him in the bad hip.
Okay. And so that says that's 30 feet towards you.
Yeah, and I ran and jumped, and I'm using my flight, so I have another 60 feet that I can go out, and I'm pulling him along with me. I'm dragging him.
Okay. So, yeah, we'll say, because you don't have any movement after. Well, I guess you could dash and whatnot. You could get some extra movement to use on this turn.
Well, because the 30 gets me out of the building.
Yeah, that's true. As soon as you use the wingsuit, does that immediately add the movement?
That gives me 60 feet to fly.
Okay.
As long as there's like nothing below me. 30 feet or 60 feet of glide, rather.
In that case, but still, yeah, the furthest he's able to move off of getting pulled with that would be 30 feet. So we'll say he goes, you start flying off into the distance, and he gets dragged another 10 feet off the map here. As it's just the hook shot, the cable grapnel hits his leg and just, and he gets pulled, dragged along the floor, and going out the window.
Going for a ride, old man.
I will say, because of the fact, though, that he had that desk as an obstacle, I'll allow him to use his reaction to try and grapple that.
Okay.
Now, interestingly, he didn't have athletics proficiency.
Have you seen him? He's raw strength.
Still not great.
Ooh,
so, yeah, he's going. Out the window as you fly out, carrying a bit of weight. So that's going to...
I feel like he wasn't ready for that. Like, as soon as he saw the window open, he was just like, oh, I know exactly what to do. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw somebody else out this window, and then he gets yanked.
So, yeah, he's 10 feet off the map now, and you're flying into the tree line.
Yeah, and I'm going to, like, bank and try to get into a tree so I don't go all the way down. Okay. I'm going to try to get within a tree. And he's just going to yell back. He's just going to be like, now's a good time for another one of those bombs.
As you...
Please tell me you have another one.
Me?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Oh, boy.
Well, what would I do, though? I mean, you're outside the window.
Throw it at him!
Who cares about this island? Burn it to the ground. I'm about to bomb it anyway.
3 stories up?
Yeah, so you're 3 stories up, and yeah, at this point, gravity would take hold. You're flying off into the distance as you start banking. I'll say you could easily, or maybe not easily, acrobatics check.
Okay. So I have 60 feet to get to another tree.
There's a number of ways this can resolve. Acrobatics check as Emil plummets to the ground, and as you're getting up onto your perch, your hook shot wire is regressing back into the barrel that is now
just straight
on you.
This took a very unexpected...
Yep, just straight acrobatics check.
Oh, wait a minute.
I just had an idea.
Oh, no, now that's mobility. Oh, I have disadvantage. Oh.
Maybe you'll roll high.
Minimum of 21.
22.
22.
Ooh.
I'm an acrobat, guys.
It's good enough. That was a horrible pun. You should feel ashamed of yourself. That's good enough to get into a tree solidly and bank and whoosh, send out a puff of leaves as you make purchase on a branch. However, you have to crash through some twigs on the way there. It's not very graceful, but it's enough for you to take
a 230
2 points of scraping damage as you're going.
That's fine. I'm gonna use my reaction. No, I'm not gonna use my reaction.
Actually, to be fair, I think it is halved by your suit jacket. Because it would be either bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing.
That's true. My suit jacket.
So you take 1 point of damage.
Caps it.
So
do I have it again? Half a point?
And Emil plummets 3 stories, landing prone.
Let's see.
For... So I guess he's on the 3rd story, so we'll give him 3d6. 7 points of bludgeoning damage. As he crashes through the ground in this impact crater that sends up, kicks up dust and whatnot, and debris and dirt. At least it would if all of you could see it. as he disappears into the fog below.
No, there's fog! Oh! I was gonna
There's
have
fog
Enya
already
jump
coming
out
in
of the
anyway.
building and like land on him.
You could certainly try. You saw roundabouts where he was falling.
What's your infrared vision out to?
It's the same, because
the
remember
smoke
the
has a heat
fog also.
signature.
Yeah, the fog has its own heat
okay.
signature. It's all technically
But it's not
organic
as
fog.
much.
And
But it's
so
not as much as a person, right?
it blocks your visibility as much as if you're using regular sight. So, and actually, I'm going to go ahead and put him on the GM layer for now. You guys can't see him.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. And you said it's another 10 feet off of the map?
Yeah, and plus he's another 10 feet off the map from here.
I think I just would have dropped him like right away. So I can pull him up to 30 feet.
That's fair. So you would put him like right
Yeah.
outside the window, essentially?
Yeah, I think right where he is, just straight down.
Okay, got it. Same spot.
So I don't need to pull him the full way, but just enough to drag him and drop him.
Gotcha. So, yeah, that's Scorpion's turn then. You are perched on a tree. About how far from the battlefield?
I think 60 feet, right?
You're going the full 60?
I think so. I don't think there would be anything within closer than that. So it'd be within 60 at least.
I would say the tree
Is it
line
your
starts
oak shot?
maybe about
40?
30, 40 feet from the building.
Okay, that would be probably like, I'd say 40 feet then.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
man, this
That's the end of Scorpion's turn. Next up is Emil, and you guys cannot see him.
No!
Oh, whoops. He was up next. He just teleports back up.
So he is going to do a
Take
thing,
the elevator.
and he
Now, is he
is
still stunned?
He's not. He's not stunned. He was never stunned. He was just prone. But he's going to do a number of things here.
I mean, like, from the screeching from...
That did not stun him.
I wish it did.
So he is going to actually, yeah, you said you're about 40 feet from the building, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Ah, dang it. I was going to say, would I have been able to bonus action spot him on my turn? Because I didn't use my bonus action for that.
did you not?
No, I didn't use my bonus action. That was
Right,
all
that
action.
was your action. I would.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll allow it. Which means, yeah, you'll be good at finding him.
Yeah. I spotted him and then ran out the window. I see you.
So, from your position, Scorpion,
Hmm.
you hear as a couple of shots come your way at advantage because he's hidden from you technically, or rather invisible to you.
Invisible,
not
yeah, 'cause I
hidden,
can't-
but invisible.
Yeah. Because I actually can't see him.
Yeah, I actually can't see him. It's 28 to hit,
Oh, that misses. Mm.
and I'll go ahead and roll both attacks now because they're both coming for you. You're the only one in his sight line. It's 15.
That one actually misses.
Okay. So one of them kind of knocks out one of the branches beside you, but the first couple of shots from his Garand hit you for... and he's going to Hippocratic Oathbreaker. $22 points of piercing damage.
Okay, so I have resistance because of my suit to 11.
So 11.
And then I'm going to once I hit that branch, I kind of know he's about to attack, so I'm going to drop down to the branch below me as soon as I know that he's about to attack, and I'm going to reduce that to 5.
Okay, so you end up only taking 5 points of damage from that, using your reaction. And You know, for all you know, he's doing something with his bonus action, and then that's going to be the end of his turn. Next up is Scalvo. So Scalvo is going to run to the edge and look out the windows and scan with his rifle, but realize, can't see anything. Yeah, screw it. Your friend got clear, right? And start blind firing down.
Oh, wait, there's bullet.
Charlie's like, no, wait.
I need those.
He is... Now, he's actually... Yeah, because he... Okay, yeah, he can make another full round of attack still. So it's going to be a disadvantage.
Oh,
he lost the nat 20. Yeah, disadvantage, sadly. That does not seem to do... he just fires blindly into the fog, as far as you guys can see. Actually, he still has one more attack. Wow, he lost 2 nat 20s on this.
Oh my gosh.
That hurts to see.
Poor unfortunate soul.
And that's going to be the end of Scalvo's turn. Back up to the top of the round. That is Chauncey.
I am also going to go to the edge.
A little jumping down.
I'm going to go to the edge. Hold on. There we go. Right here. With my heat vision, can I see the heat on his barrel from shooting those 2 shots?
On Emil's barrel.
Yes.
Even with the density of the fog, perhaps then there may be some chance of it poking through. I'll say make a perception check.
Would I, because I have him spotted, be able to help them know where he is?
Okay, I'll allow that to give this... I'll call that a help if you could call out over the radio any additional signatures that you might see, and that would give Chauncey advantage here.
Do you have a laser dot on that so I can just... left, shoot!
Good thing for it.
Oh, wow, that was bad.
You don't see anything.
I do.
What are these rolls?
My passive is a 20, though.
Afraid it doesn't help you here.
Okay.
There's an active search.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, the rolls are not with you guys tonight.
Everybody's rolling terrible, actually. Everybody except the Elsa.
I am going to continue my movement. Since I can't see anything, I'm going to continue my movement to the front of this desk. But can I pick up the Glock or the M1911 on my way?
You sure can. So
then I will... Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, like picking it back up, you kind of observe it and you realize now after having fallen into its trap, it's very well disguised, but there is a kind of biometric scanner on right beside the slide, but it is not obvious, but having triggered it, you realize now that it's there. But looking at even just like at a plain look, you wouldn't have realized that was there before unless you shot it.
Okay, but I am going to pick it up, and I'm going to still main that as my main weapon. And I'm going to hold, or as my equipped weapon, and then I'm going to hold my action for the next time I see Emil.
Okay. And you're holding an attack action?
Like that. Can I specify it as an action sequence?
It's got to be something that you can do as an action.
Yeah, I mean...
That was a dog.
I can?
Sound like Tim Allen.
Can I claim it as grapple?
Okay. Yeah. That's part of. Yeah. Grappling is part of the attack action.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do that.
And jump with my power boots.
That would be something you have to do on your turn.
Okay. Is that a
It's limited. It's
grapple.
limited what you can hold.
Grappling is all I need to do.
All right,
If
got
I
it.
see him, I want to grapple him.
Yeah, and if you see him and he's within range of you.
Wait, actually, yeah.
All right, so that's Chauncey's turn. Next up is the Alcipe. It is looking around for a hostile and doesn't quite know what to do. What are you commanding it?
Kevin, he looks confused and kind of dumbstruck by what just happened. But he says, follow them, find Emil, and hunt him down. Fight him.
Saying to follow the lead of the others, basically.
Yes.
All right, it is gonna snarl at you and get up into the middle of the action here and jump up on this desk, some flames licking below it, and it kind of crouches down on 3 points and is now just scanning, holding its action. That is with its glowing blue eyes. It's worth noting now it's not reflected on the mini, but its eyes glow blue under Kevin's control, and that's going to it's going to be at the end of its turn because we are in a new round now. Emil is going to use one of his legendary actions to teleport, and he's got just enough, I'll say, to get back up onto this ledge
Well,
as he just reforms there.
Is Daniel still screaming?
She would have to take another action.
Oh, it's per. Okay.
Yeah, or rather, that's fair because she
Or
did
does it
that
go
on
to-
her last turn, didn't she?
It would go until her turn.
Yeah, I
So
think
the start of the
that's how
next
I ruled it last time, was that it goes
Yeah.
until her turn. So in that case, that doesn't quite happen.
I was gonna say, because if she goes down into the mist, would that dissipate the mist? Like, would that make a hole?
I mean, it doesn't quite seem to have an effect on the more finer grained mist because a lot of this
It's too
wasn't
spread out.
necessarily, in any kind of solid form to begin with.
So the mist that's coming through the windows, it's not like it's getting repelled by her screeching.
Yeah, exactly. It's just acting as normal. But yeah, so that's just going to bring us down to Enyo's turn then.
I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna do what I said I was gonna do. Enyo jumps out the building. Approximately where Emil fell.
Okay, so you run and leap and disappear down into the mist. Well, first you're going to take some fall damage.
That's fine, I got rubber legs.
So you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'll accept that damage.
But you have to land
Acceptable.
prone.
That's fine.
So you just
So I don't land on Emil?
crash on the ground. Landing at that position, you do not land on Emil. However, looking around and now having closer vision, you do turn around and see him right immediately behind you.
Oh, I missed him. That's okay. Enyo gets up. She has a lot of movement.
Right, right. Because she's steroided. Although you'd have to use. Oh yeah, you would still have 30 feet left. So yeah. So you essentially just really
starts
quickly
swinging.
3-point landing and then come back up. Go ahead, and make some swings.
Alright, haymaker or not? I failed the 2 last haymakers. Do I do it or not?
Always.
Actually? Okay. See how this goes.
Seeing him now, also now that you've caught back up with him, you see some of the wounds where mist and blood would have been pouring out before have kind of sealed up.
Is he recovering? We don't
Haven't
know
noticed-
recovering in this house.
Haven't noticed that passively happening before on the other rounds. However, you do know that he is a medic by trade.
Oh, he probably healed. Does a 17 hit?
No, it does not.
I'm not haymakering anymore. Oh, come on!
Oof. Swings
One of these hit!
and misses.
This 21 hit.
21
my
does
God, there
hit.
it is.
Is that your bonus action?
No, that's my extra
right,
attacks.
right.
I have an extra...
Right, you have
Yeah.
steroid, yeah. So, yeah, you have quite a few. Yeah, that one does hit.
And I'm gonna do takedown on that.
All right, strength save.
So technically I charged at him, right?
30 feet in a straight line, right?
That's a little iffy because he's on the wrong side of you.
Okay.
But he does fail on the takedown, so
Oh, right, that.
you knock him into the ground with that strike. After a couple of swings and misses, you're just like, and he's just like, that steroid, allowing him to dodge quickly. 13 points
And
of
then
damage
conserved combat.
with advantage because he's prone.
I didn't roll it with advantage. I didn't need it anyway.
22 also hits.
So this is a crit because he's prone.
Right, he got ground fighting. Yeah, you got options for how to get your crits. Alright, another 16 points of damage to him.
That's the end of my turn.
Alright, he's bringing out one final blow as he's on the ground. That's the end of Enyo's turn.
Since Enyo is hasted, and that means her glowy bits are glowing, can they see where she is in the fog?
They'll be able to see perhaps general location, given that you're not incredibly far. You would be essentially just at the edge of the vision. But yeah, they can't see anything exactly, but they can kind of see where she is down there. However, your turn has just surpassed, and seeing as you have not quite re-upped your screech, he is going to, at the end of your turn, use his legendary action to do what he was trying to do before, and teleport up here
Oh, dang
onto
it!
his feet. But the
I
Alcipe
didn't
was
think of that.
saving its actions, so it is going to go ahead and attempt to claw at him. And I need to remember it's +1 now because it's P30'd up. That doesn't
I
hit,
forgot about it.
and that doesn't hit. So it just swings its claws, but to no avail.
He peeked back up there. Oh,
What was that?
he peeked back up there.
Yeah, that's where he teleported to you.
Am I
Oh,
capable of trying to grapple him from here?
I will say
That's a 10-foot reach, buddy.
That's only 5 feet between me and him.
I will allow you, if you really want to reach for it, you can try with disadvantage to try and reach across the desk and just like leap over almost like some of those Splinter Cell takedowns and just drag him across back to you. But you will be at disadvantage on the roll if you attempt to do that.
What am I rolling for the grapple?
That'd be an athletics check.
Athletics, right?
Yeah. And he rolls athletics or acrobatics, which we all know athletics would be better for him. Well, he rolls pretty good though, 18.
That's 1. 14
No.
is my disadvantage.
14, yeah, that doesn't succeed. So you kind of reach over, but he evades your grasp, dodging out of the way at that rapid speed that he could only get with the steroid enhancement.
Okay. At least that was spent. I didn't want to burn on it.
Right. Yeah, so that is going to be... that was after Enyo's turn, so that's going to be Kevin's turn up next.
You know what? He's been saving these for a while. He's gonna toss another volatile reaction right here.
Okay. So you
He can hit everyone.
No,
I
he's
think
not.
if you
Oh,
No, yeah. It would just hit Emil. Barely,
Just
yeah.
Emil.
he's gonna burn that yellow orb.
I was gonna say these would solidly be within its range, though.
So tell me, does anyone need a yellow orb?
Yeah. Yeah.
We can find more later. We know exactly where they are.
No, wait, hold on. Could I scratch that and reverse it?
I'm gonna throw it here.
Where?
No.
Yeah, how do you where are you reversing it to?
We know where all the other herbs are. We can get more.
Yeah. That's fine. Yeah, we can always get more later.
You sure?
There's the whole warehouse full of them. Yeah.
There's a whole greenhouse full of them.
Okay, fine. Let's just keep it there then.
All right. So Emil's gonna make
Yeah,
his.
Or if he burns it though, there's like the smoke from the herb getting
The
into the air.
So he
Failure.
he fails.
Bam. Oh, there's a lot of...
That's a lot of herbs.
Points of fire. As another chemical explosion rocks this building, flames lick around Emil as he is thrown forward from the force into this table and bounces right off of it. But the flames also lick around, lighting these this yellow herb sort of display tree off to the side, and it is now in the process of burning. It will maybe last another round or two.
Okay, so let's see. I wish there was some water nearby, so I could just scoop it up and go, or something to carry it in, maybe. But let's see. I suppose
Let it
I'm
be, it'll be
done
fun.
here. So
Fun.
I'm gonna have Kevin move. Right over here.
All right. So that's the end of Kevin's turn.
Yes.
So, at the end of your turn, Emil is going to use 2 legendary actions to pull from his waist this sort of makeshift device and throw it into the middle of you all roundabouts over here. And he is casting toxic gas.
What am I rolling?
So, I believe, let me double check on the radius to see who this covers, but I believe it should be everyone that is there.
10 foot, I think? Because it was 10 foot, it hits everyone.
It is 10 feet, yep. So, yeah, that will hit everybody who's up there. So, all of you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
I think I'm good with those.
except Enyo.
Yeah, Enyo's not up there, so Enyo and Scorpion.
Which are not there.
All the good guys who are in
Already
the building,
feeling it.
though. I'll go ahead and roll for Scalvo. Scalvo
come.
passes with a 22.
Oh.
I'll roll for the Alcipe as well.
Roll it.
Alcipe fails. There's Chauncey.
Oh, it went.
26. So yeah, Chauncey passes as well. Yeah, so that's going to be 28 points of poison damage. So if you failed, which I believe Kevin you did, and the Alcipe did, and the two of you seem to have some aligned rolls in a lot of places. Yeah, you both take 28 points of poison damage, and you are considered poisoned.
Oh boy.
Which
You know what? I fucking regret not taking those blue herbs.
then Scalvo takes
14 for me.
14 points if you succeeded and you are not poisoned. So I'd be Scalvo as well, takes 14 points poison damage as he throws that canister and erupts into this purple cloud of gas that causes you all to cough, and the pain burns the inside of your lungs. And yeah, Kevin, you are poisoned. And so what that entails is you have an additional point of fatigue that is attached to the condition. So while you have the condition, you have this fatigue. When it ends, that fatigue is removed. And you take a d4 of poison damage at the start of each of your turns.
I think I have a blue herb on me, but you have to wait for me to get there.
Yeah, so, and I believe, Kevin, you had a point of fatigue earlier too, right? Yeah, from the amount of madness you have. So you're at 2 points of fatigue at minimum.
Yes.
I can't remember how you did on the con save with the rising elevation.
He succeeded. I was the only one who failed that one.
Okay, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have two points of fatigue, which means your speed is now halved as well. So that is going to be Emil's legendary action. Next up, that was Kevin who went last, so Scorpion, you're up next.
Enyo needs help.
Yeah. Well, everyone's kind of out of sight to
Don't worry,
you
I
now,
got this.
since you're out in the fog.
Mm-hmm. I heard her jump though.
You did hear her jump, yeah.
Don't worry,
And
I
then
got it. I know what I'm doing.
You sure? I can throw a grapple hook to you.
I have an idea.
You sure? You got it?
I want to spider climb up the building.
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
But
no,
I want to do that. I have more speed than you.
all right. I trust you. He's Scorpion's gonna run off the branch or climb onto the branch, or drop down to the one below. Run, jump, use the grapple hook to get back into the area because I would have heard him teleport back up and all the firing and
Yeah, you can definitely tell the fight has moved upwards.
yeah.
Yeah, and see the flash of the fireball explosion in the distance. So yeah, you could jump, pull yourself all the way there with the hook shot.
Yep. Get on somewhere on this side. Land, roll out. Ugh. And that would have been my action. I'm gonna bonus action. I shouldn't have put myself there. I'm gonna bonus action dash to get to the corner.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Didn't you say you had a blue herb on you?
Oh, that's true. I roll past you and chuck a blue herb.
I'll allow it. So you can drop.
Yeah, I think that's free action. Drop a blue herb out of my pocket. It's actually it's an RGB herb, so it's a good one.
Oh, red, green, blue.
Red, green, blue. This is one that we crafted, I think, when we were stuck.
Oh. Okay.
That's a big ol' heal.
That's a big heal.
And also clears poison.
Yeah, that's a full one. That's a full mix.
Only thing is missing is the yellow.
All right, so that's Scorpion's turn.
So you're like coughing. It's like, oh, I need an herb, and he's just like, oh, tosses you an herb, and then rolls out of the way.
Awesome. So, yeah, I think that's all Scorpion can do, right?
And it's everything he can do. Literally every single thing he can do.
All right. End of your turn brings us to Emil. And Emil... Now, I'd forgotten, actually, some of the tricks that you used to exploit as Emil, because hypoguns technically count as weapon attacks and casts.
Yes.
So...
You can cast through an attack, which means you can multi-attack.
Yeah. So, yeah, he is going to... yeah, he's going to use his hypogun, and... he's actually going to take aim at Scalvo here. Having felt the sting of betrayal. And he is going to fire his last lethal injection at him.
That's good.
That hits. So Scalvo needs to make a con save. Which he's got pretty good con. That still fails. So he is also poisoned. And he's about to take...
Oh, I don't like that.
47 points of poison damage.
Yep.
He's still good. So he launches that syringe right into his neck. Just and you see these miscolored veins begin to crawl across his face as he's now poisoned, and takes it out of his neck. He is looking quite worse for wear. And yeah, that was he kind of drew that with his other hand, and he kind of dropping the hypo gun is now going to bring up his rifle, and I
feel like that was Emil finally firing Scalvo.
Yeah, pretty much. He is going to then look past Scalvo and begin firing his rifle downrange towards Kevin.
That maybe.
That is going to be... This is with his steroid action. That's 20 to hit.
Let me double check. But Yep, there it is.
All right.
Yes.
Hippocratic Oathbreaker. It's going to be 29 points of piercing damage as he fires a couple of rounds from his rifle. You attempt to dodge out of the way, but some of these rounds scrape past through your clothing. And he has Martial Healer, so if he takes the attack action, which he has, he can use a healing function as a bonus action. So you see him actually, with his other hand, take out this green vial and just spray himself with this very potent green herb mixture. He's actually casting Heal.
Oh, wow.
So that's another 70
no.
points to him.
That's a lot.
And that's going to be the end of his turn.
Big heal.
Next up is Scalvo, who is now... his vision is going double. He takes a d4 of poison damage first off. Takes 1 point of damage. And he is going to need to... Okay, he can reload as a bonus action, so he's going to reload his assault rifle and fire again. Yeah. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. 3 attacks. That's 26, 20, and 9. So 2 of those hit. For 24. Oh, that's a good roll. 24 and 17. And that's going to be the end of his turn. As he just opens fire there across the way. And yeah, he's actually going to back up a little bit, and as he kind of tries to put some distance between him. But that's Scalvo's turn. Back up at the top of the round brings us to Chauncey.
Swap out where he can. 11 in my pocket, and I pull out the Gatling gun.
All right.
And I strut right up to him. Right here. What? This is how I'm going to end you. I spin it up, and that cost me my action to spin it up.
Well, it costs you 1 attack.
Oh, 1 attack. Oh, I thought it was an action to spin it.
Nah, yeah, it's one of your attacks. So you're minus 1 attack, but you can still attack.
Even better than. I'm gonna go ahead and lay some rounds on him.
All right, let's have it.
Oh, please. I'm hoping this works out. All right, headshot. Full rounds. Damn it.
18 doesn't hit.
Another extra attack.
All right. There's a blur of smoke as he moves.
There we go.
He dodges out of the way, but you adjust your aim and follow him. Let's see what you do.
All right. This is 10. Plus 8, 18. And up. 55.
55 points of damage. As you follow him with those rounds and... You've got some upgrades, Chauncey.
Oh, I ain't done yet. How's he looking?
He's looking roundabouts back to where he was before he healed up.
Even after that 55 hit?
Yeah,
Heal for 70. Yeah, heal is a straight, just 70 heal.
So,
okay.
But he's on the rougher side, but still looking pretty beefy.
I'm gonna go ahead and action search.
All right.
Oh boy.
And I'm gonna send another round of 10 shots at him. Nope. I'm gonna send another 10 shots at him. Nope. I'm gonna send the last 10 shots at him.
This is the last?
Well, no, of my attacks, because that's all 3 of my attacks for the action search. Not a single one hit.
This
rough.
is not a good day for Chauncey. As
No,
you
it is not.
open fire, and there's a blur of mist in front of you that by the time it fades, he is just standing there. As that dark smoke parts.
I can only action surge once per turn.
Yeah, only
right?
once per turn. Only once per turn, even if you have more than one. But Emil just stands there confidently and says, "This is not a fight you will win by brute force alone."
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep trying.
All right, so that's the end of Chauncey's turn. The Ostrape is up next. Now, it actually also takes 1 point of poison, but it also regens. I forgot. So it heals up a bit as some of its wounds begin to seal.
Oh, I like that.
However, let's see. Yeah, that is going to... It's going to continue the path you have set it on, and you're going to keep trying to grab him and bite him. So, yeah, that's at a +7 now. Reaching out with its claws. Misses. That hits and grapples. So it leaps off of this table. This is sending some of the flames that are burning on top of it, licking around it, and it leaps from there and is now like on his back, and its legs entirely off the ground, and is just grappled around him and is just like trying viciously to tear at anything it can get. He's just like, "Arr, arr." That's going to be its turn. At the end of its turn, Emil is going to use one of his legendary actions. And yeah, he actually is just getting really sick and tired of this thing, and he doesn't want to have to keep running, so he's gonna attempt to shove his bayonet into it. Which doesn't hit. So that brings us to Enyo next. Enyo, you're down on the ground. You saw Emil teleport, and you hear a lot of commotion above you.
She's gonna start scaling the wall. Just like
Alright.
digging like her hands, like her fingers into the material and just climbing up.
Yeah. Now here's a question. You don't have any kind of spider climb or anything, do you?
No.
In that case, I will say you have to make an athletics check to try and pull this off.
Okay, athletics is alright.
To see if you could climb this wall vertically.
I have any of y'all seen gargoyles?
I don't believe I have.
You talking
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I think that's what he'd be referring to.
The cartoon gargoyles, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I've
just
seen that.
imagine it like what's his face?
So 24 in either case. That's a solid roll. At half speed, you can start digging your hands into the wall and getting handholds to be able to pull yourself up in this rapid climb. But again, I'll be at half speed.
How much movement would it take?
I would say
It's 30 feet up. 3 floors.
yeah, so it'd be about 60 feet of
No.
movement.
It's 20 feet because the second floor ends where
That's
the third
true,
floor starts.
that's
so
true.
You only have to go up 20.
Yeah, I'll say
So how
roughly
many feet?
20-ish feet. So yeah, at least 40 feet of regular movement.
I have all of that with my boosted my boosted haste.
Sweet. So yeah, you're rapidly then able to really quickly launch yourself up the side of the building and
Wait,
through the windows.
Okay.
I think I know what you're planning, and I like it.
Emil is right here.
He is
Yeah.
right there. Right by
Grab
the
my
edge.
ankles.
Okay, my first thought was grabbing him by the heels and pulling him down, but that's not gonna benefit anyone.
You can trip him.
I do want to jump up, like kind of like when she reaches near the top, she like swings herself up, and then she comes down on him with an attack and a takedown.
Okay.
That's how I'm gonna flavor that.
Gotcha.
I will see you pulling him down, but that's not gonna benefit anyone. But that would be very funny.
So you're swinging around the edge. Go ahead and roll your attacks.
No haymaker, because I want to try and make this hit. Oh, no!
Ooh, still doesn't hit. First attack
Extra,
misses.
No, second attack.
Come up.
Hits!
That second one hits.
I'm gonna take down this one.
Okay, are you just sweeping his legs?
She's swinging up and like she's trying to like shove him down. No!
Ooh, it's 21 this time. Not gonna work.
No! Kill real damage.
He plants his feet, even with this this creature assailing him and climbing all over him. He is able to still solidly hold his ground, just as that strike hits. 13 points of damage.
And this is extra attack, because I had haste action. Oh, would the haste action have been my athletics?
No, that did not require an action. That was all part of your movement.
Okay, cool. So that's regular action, so that's haste action, regular action, now this is extra attack.
All right, that
I
also
can only
hits.
do takedown once per turn.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I technically have 2 takedown options. I have my mixed fighter takedown, and I have my evolved physicality takedown. Do they count as 2 different takedowns?
You get
If it comes from 2 different sources.
you get
Yeah.
you get a takedown from physicality as well.
It's on. Where is physicality? My sheet's so tiny. It's under one of the physicality ones. It's under. Yeah, brute force.
Brute force. Yeah, you can knock them back. Doesn't knock them down, but it knocks them back.
Oh.
Knock him off the bridge or off the window.
So where's
Hey,
Enyo
look
right
up
now?
anyone.
Is she right?
She's here.
Okay.
So that was that attack, so, and then damage, and then conserved combat,
It's 13 points of
and
damage to him.
then damage.
11 points of damage.
Emil's so cool, guy. No, Emil. Enyo. Enyo's so cool.
All right, so you land a solid series of blows against him as he is struggling against the Alcipe creature that is climbing on him. So hitting him while he's vulnerable, you'd land some solid chunks of damage. Is that going to be the end of Enyo's turn?
Yes.
All right. At the end of... Yeah, there's Emil's feeling pretty surrounded right now. He's pretty cornered. But yeah, at the
No,
end
I
of
forgot
his
to
turn,
screech again.
he is going
You guys
to
need to remind me.
he's going to actually burn 2 of his legendary actions here, and he is going to clunk 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 drop another one of those canisters at his own feet, and that is going to burst into nauseous poison here. So that is not quite going to reach Scalvo. Actually, he just moved out of the way. So the 3 of you around him have to make Constitution saves. Go ahead
I'm
and
good at
roll
those.
for the Alcipe. It succeeds this time.
Double poisoned.
Yeah, I can't get double poison. Which I think it has to... Does it have to repeat the save at the end of its turn, or does it need to get cleansed by
I can
something?
double check that.
Okay, yeah, appreciate it. Enyo also saves. Chauncey also saves. Everybody succeeds. So you all take half damage. Ooh, this is really good rolls this time. So that'd be 17 points of poison damage to each of you. but no poison
Reaction,
condition.
no damage. That's just enough to where I don't need to roll.
Oh, snap. All
think.
right.
No, it's more than that. Anyway, I still don't take any damage.
Oh, is it poison gas or toxic gas?
Toxic gas is the name of it, yeah.
Toxic gas.
Does he also take damage from this?
What was that?
Does he also take damage from this?
He does, so he needs to make a con save against himself.
I hope he fails. Did he fail?
He does fail, actually. So yeah, he takes 35 points
yeah.
of poison damage. And yeah, that's going to... that was the end of Enyo's turn, so that's going to bring us to Kevin.
Okay. Well, good news for Emil. I'm out of volatile reactions.
Well, good news for everybody around him, too.
Let's see.
Yeah, they don't have to make saves at the end of the...
Yeah, so
That's
this just sticks until it could get cured.
Yep.
But you know what I do still have?
What's that?
Molotovs. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna throw a Molotov into the middle of y'all.
I'm gonna destroy you.
Gonna.
I mean, you might as well.
He takes poison damage at the start of his turn.
He's just gonna.
Oh,
pull
right.
out
Yeah, he's also... Well, yeah, he's poisoned.
I'm just gonna pull out the rhino and fire. Wait, hold on. First things first. Kevin is gonna go over here and grab this and use it.
Okay, that'll be your action then.
Then you won't be able to fire.
That's fine.
All right. So go ahead and roll 8d4 plus 8, I believe it is for that. And you are cleared of the poison condition. Oh, you do take the poison damage at the beginning of your turn, though. So let me go ahead and roll for that. Four points of poison damage to you.
Oh, come on. I was the only one who took 4 so far. Ish. You know what? I'll just subtract 4 from whatever I
Yeah.
roll.
There you
Yeah.
go. That's what I did with the Alcipe as well.
That's a lot of ones.
Oof.
That is. We're in Emil's house. We roll Emil heals here.
So you
So that's
recover
like-
19. Yeah.
Yeah.
As you are net healing. All right. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
I'm gonna have. Kevin move right over. No.
Remember,
right
you have
over
half
here.
move.
That's true. You do have half movement. So yeah, that would probably be about as far as you can get.
Yeah. All right. End turn.
All right. Next up is Scorpion.
Bonus action, hide. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
goes.
You're good.
And then just take a peek. Actually, no. Can I reverse the order of that and bonus action hide after my attack?
Okay. So you're gonna attack first.
I'll attack first. I won't take advantage on it because I still have allies within
Right.
there, so I still am going to get the. I won't get advantage, but I still get sneak
Yeah.
attack.
You just need a hit.
And then my bonus action hide after.
Gotcha. Go for it.
So no advantage. Not hiding yet. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that hits.
Wait.
Wait.
We're waiting.
Oh yeah, you spotted him earlier too. I forgot to mark that on
I
him.
did, yes. Ah, dang it. Okay. 'Cause I haven't rolled above a 17 on my freaking rifle.
You still haven't. Oh my goodness.
All right, so that's just a regular attack with headshot
Sneak
and
attack.
sneak because I have allies.
Yep, he is definitely
And he-
outnumbered here.
A little bit surrounded.
There's literally one of your allies crawling on him.
Just all of 61 points of piercing.
All right.
And then bonus action hide corner.
Solid shot through the head as his lower jaw goes missing. And is now just replaced by seeping smoke. And now you're hidden in the corner.
His lower jaw, you said?
Yep.
Oh, that is poetic.
So, that's the end of Scorpion's turn.
Yeah.
Next up is Emil. And, well, he's
before Scorpion ends his turn, he's just going to yell out, "Quit playing with us, Emil!" Knowing that he can't talk back.
He desperately glares in that direction and furrows his brow. Emil's pretty angry right now. So he's going to go to town. He just wants to... Well, first off, he's going to take some poison damage. He's going to go to town, and he just wants to start destroying here and eliminating the numbers as he's feeling quite surrounded. And seeing this Katara clone looking quite wounded, he is going to... Yeah, he's going to... He is just going to... Yeah, he's not going to... He's got so many options. Wow. This was quite a build you put together for him. He's not going to apply poison. He is just going to make a straight bayonet attack against her.
Why did he get poisoned?
He poisoned himself.
Yeah, he threw down a canister at his feet. It's a 22, which hits. And he's going to use his steroid action. 27 also hits. So that's going to be with Hippocratic Oathbreaker. And also it's not immune to his necrotic. That is going to be 14 points of damage and 15 points of piercing and necrotic.
Not quite dead yet.
So there's the first attack, or rather, no, yeah, I did 15 on that one. So that was the second attack. This first one. Yeah, the Alsupe has 1 hit point left as he just
I have a question.
and
Remind
sends
me
this thing
again.
upwards.
Remind me again. Did we give that thing a first aid spray?
Nope. It's in my pocket.
Yeah, I mean, Chauncey took 2. Chauncey took 2. That's where the extra one went. So this thing
it's expendable.
needs to make a couple of strength saves, though, as it is now impaled on Emil's spear. Yeah, it just needs to do 10 on both of these, which it fails, so it loses its grapple, and it is now hanging on his spear as he lets it back down, and it slams onto this table, and then kind of rights itself. And with that, he's got Martial Healer, so he used the attack action as a bonus action, pulls out this first aid spray, which he's going to use as an ingredient to cast first aid, and just... And all of his wounds just immediately seal, jaw grows back, and he's back at maximum health.
Why did I make this character?
Which, it's worth noting,
Aaron!
it's worth noting,
My fault.
he got bit earlier. So his max health isn't as much as he started with. But
that is 8.
Yeah.
Like 500.
But he is back. He's back up in tip-top shape.
I hate
And
this. I hate
it
this.
also
I hate
cleanses his
this.
poison, I do believe.
Uh,
So
I hate this guy to be. I hate this guy to be a one-person tank.
yeah.
Like the original plan, because like the original thing with this game, the story was supposed to be just him and one other character. So I was like, I need to make a character who's perfect.
He's a pretty optimized healer.
oh my gosh, I hate this. I will never stop saying it. Well, I probably will, but dang it.
Oh, dude. So he's all the way back up.
Yeah. And actually... Yeah, well, I'll say first aid is so potent and D4s are going to hardly do anything to him. So it is, yeah, I'll just get rid of his poison condition with that. But that is his one use of first aid. That is going to be the end of Emil's turn. Now it's back up to Scalvo after just witnessing this. It's just like, "Argh!" And he is going to frustratingly, as he's severely wounded and getting tired of Emil's stuff and realizing that he's fighting for his life here. First off, he's going to take a D4 with poison damage. And he is going to pull the pin on a grenade at his waist. And
Oh.
yeah, he's gonna there's no way of him doing this without getting a few people, so he's just gonna throw it right there. So he throws this blue canister down to the ground and flashes into blinding light. I need Chauncey, Emil, and the Alcipe to make Constitution saves.
Not on you?
No, you're out of the range.
No, you're just out of the range. You threw it on the other side.
Oh, nice. Also, Lauren, I have an important question. Does Emil have good con?
Very. That's his best stat.
Second best.
Shoot.
After all of his upgrades.
That's true, because I don't know what happened afterwards.
So it's okay. What is his DC? Oh, it's just a 10. So yeah, you two succeed, and let's see how Emil does. Well, let's see if he rolls an @1. No, he's good too. So nobody is stunned out of this, and everybody halves 2d4 flash.
I'm pretty sure that my poor clone is dead.
Yeah, it's true. Because it took 1 damage.
Well, it's still...
Halves to 1, but yeah, it's still 1 damage. So, yeah, with that,
the poison would have killed it on its turn anyways.
that's true. The poison would have killed it. Either way, it was doomed. There was a flash of light as it's blinded for momentarily, and it falls back onto the flames that are this table is still burning into, as it just goes up like a bonfire and is now burning there.
That's cool.
Wait,
yeah.
I missed it. Am I only taking 1 point?
Yeah, you take 1 point of damage. Emil took 1 point of damage as well, though. And that is...
He's 9 points down from max.
that is Scalvo's turn. Back up to the top of the round. That brings us to Chauncey.
Okay. Let
The
me
5-round mark.
redo this. Let me redo this.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be the second longest fight after Walker.
I am going to, because I don't have to spend the attack action, or one of my attacks, pulling up the weapon. Luckily, I get 6, and I have 60 bullets left. So
There you go.
Waste them. I'm going to waste them. I'm going to go with precision shot to start it, though.
Okay. So that gives you advantage, right?
It does give me advantage. Which is what I should have done the whole time.
Love when we remember our mechanics.
Yeah. But, that's the first one.
There we go.
That's
hits.
the first one's 22. Okay, so that is going to be 62.
62 points of damage.
Yes.
All right, you're unloading and going to town. Oh, and you get an extra D10 because you used a
Yes.
trick
I was
shot,
going
right?
to
Yeah.
also throw that into, because my skill shot, I get an extra D10.
Yeah, so you're just
Oh, no.
clear line of fire looking out the
Actually,
window.
it's -1.
Oh, so this
That's
is just
actually
a
a
6.
6.
Yeah.
It's just a 6.
Nothing but the open wilderness on the other side of him, just unloading in his general direction right now. Bright muzzle flashes lighting this room up. Is just, and that's just the beginning. Let's see. You're holding down the trigger for 60 shots, so let's have it. That
Can
has
I
to be.
go ahead and
Yeah.
Can I go ahead and use another precision shot?
Yeah, if you got the points.
Yes, I do. We took a short rest before we got here, and all we did was talk to Scalvo.
This has to be the
but yes,
record,
I'm
I
gonna
think.
go ahead-
I think this is the record in the campaign for the
Yeah.
most number of shots fired in one round or in one turn.
It's about to be, yep. But yes, I'm gonna go ahead and use another precision shot. And
Oh, that's come in handy.
that's a critical.
And
That's a critical.
crit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you crit on 19.
Does that also crit the skill shot?
Yeah, it does, because that's part of the damage dice of the
All
attack.
damage dice.
All those hit points you got? Gone.
You're about to liquidate that first aid.
Hold on, I gotta get all the numbers in here. 20.
I want to see this. 150 damage. Let's go.
Oh, let's see. Let's see how much you can get. Let's see how much you can get on one attack here.
All right, so tell me how to type it out again. I forget. That's why I've been using the stupid dice roller thing. So it's R/, right?
Yeah.
Slash R.
And then
Slash R.
I need. And see, that's why I need to do this.
Yeah, that'd be
20
20d6.
Plus 2d10.
Plus.
Yeah, plus your modifiers if you want to throw them in there, and then plus.
Now there has to be a space between the pluses, right?
No, there
Or
does
no?
not. Nah.
Okay. And then plus my modifier.
Yep.
Oh.
Here we
Oh
go.
boy, it's gonna take a moment. Oh! You can't even see the D10s.
gosh.
Almost triple digits on one attack.
One attack.
Wasn't that also critical?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was from.
That was what made it so high.
I see. I thought that was just the base damage. Like,
It's a lot of dice. It's normally it's only 10. This time it was only 20.
only.
I'm assuming is he still standing? I'm gonna go ahead and use another precision shot,
All right.
and we're gonna
Another
roll
advantage.
That. So that is this one is slash R. 2d20
Yep. And KH.
plus. Oh yeah,
2d20
KH1, that's
KH1.
right.
Then plus.
Plus, yeah, plus 9. $28, and that's
Yeah,
also
it's another
critical.
crit. Oh no. The
Dude, he
advantage.
did
Well,
almost
that's the
200 damage.
that's the kicker with advantage. It's more rolls, more crits, more possibilities.
So many ones.
Oh, that's a lot of ones.
Still,
So
87.
that's crazy.
87 points of damage. Still tearing through him. He's like, he is still looking. He's getting weaker and weaker as your bullets roll on, as solid chunks of his form get blasted away into the air in dark, shrouded mist. He's still looking pretty solid, but he is severely hurt from where he was.
And also significantly less solid with all the holes in him.
Yeah, there's a bunch of holes just going straight through.
That puts me into action surge mode.
All right, time for action.
He's gonna
Surge.
kill him in this turn.
Chauncey is going to single-handedly.
And I'm going to use my last skill shot, which is my skill point, which is going to also be precision shot. That is my official last one, because I only have 4. And we are going to roll that. That is a 26 non-critical.
Yeah, non-critical this time. 26 still hits. Also, one thing I'm going to roll here. While this is rolling out, I forgot to do this at the top of the round, but the burning bush over here is burning away. If I roll under a 10 here, it's going to burn up. in this round.
Rip.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm gone.
it's dead. It dead.
Burnt.
52.
52 points of damage to him. All right.
And
Hold on. I knew I had a thing for this.
you're good.
There you go. So, yeah, you're still blasting. That was the first of your action surge?
Yes, this is my first of my action surge. So now I'm out of the precision shot, so I'm just going to waste the last 2 attacks regular. But because I'm a man of my word, I'm still going to use headshot. Yeah.
24 still hits.
That's 1.
That's 1.
Oh, wait, no, I gotta rewrite that because that doesn't have a D10 to it anymore. That's 68 points of damage.
That's a high roll. That's a really high roll.
68 points of damage.
Oh, that was a really high one. I liked it. And for the last attack, my last 2 bullets.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. And then it jams. By jams, it runs out of ammo.
Oh, right as you're on your last 10 shots, just holding down the trigger, advancing on him as and then the last of whatever glass and struts that rise up vertically of the windows getting blasted away behind him. The last 10 rounds, just the kick rides up and go wide. And by the time the smoking barrel and the dark clouds around him subside, you just see Emil standing there, severely wounded, holes all throughout him that go straight through, this black smoke leaking out of all of them, and just looking severely wounded. He is in great pain, and he's glaring at you. It's like, "Rrr. Rrr. Is that all you got, Chauncey?"
Nope. I still got a lot more. It's not bullets.
That's the end of Chauncey's turn then.
And yeah, at the end of my turn, it looks like I'm about to swing my Gatling gun across his face.
All right. So next up, well, first off, it's the top of a new round. Emil's going to use, yeah, he's going to use a couple of his legendary actions here. He is going to, throw down another toxic gas. And he is, I believe it's 10-foot radius. I don't know if there's any place necessarily that he could put it that won't get him. So he is, yeah, he's just going to throw it right here.
Get right.
And he's just going to take it. So, yeah, Chauncey, Enyo, Constitution saves. Emil, Constitution save.
Yep.
It's fine. It's fine.
He's not rolling well on Constitution, even with his massive bonus.
17.
16.
Everybody fails, including Emil. So that's going to be a bunch of gas fills the area, stinging your lungs, 31 points of poison damage.
Can I reaction this damage?
How does Brace work? Does it work against any kind of damage, or does it have to be an attack?
Just as when I take damage.
All right, yeah, then you can. But you're all poisoned.
We need more blue orbs.
23. So that means I take
Yeah, take the difference.
Need a calculator.
That's 8 points of damage you take.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and some of Enyo's ports just spit out exhaust and blow a lot of this toxic gas out of her system. Emil just glares at her just like, you're quite persistent. And that's going to bring us to Enyo's turn after his legendary.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna do it?
What?
Do it.
What do I want to do the other thing?
Yes, do both of them.
If possible.
I can do both of them.
Is
Or
it
can't you?
beneficial to do both of them?
Porque no los dos.
Hold on, I need it. I just realized a problem.
What's the problem?
This might be a problem.
No such thing as a problem.
No problems, only solutions. What are you doing?
Okay, so what's the saving throw for someone who isn't like a scientist or a medical or whatever?
I think we established earlier that you just use the DC of the person who crafted the item.
Oh, okay, no, we're good then. Alright. Forgot about that. Cool. Okay, what about electroshock from Enyo's gauntlets?
Electroshock, well, it gives you the stats because that's casted from an item. So it gives you the stats for it on the item. I believe it's a +10 on that one.
Shock. Oh, there isn't a save for that one.
Yeah, electroshock
Nice.
is,
Electroshock is
an attack.
That's an attack.
Okay, so she's gonna reach forward and like grab him by the throat and electroshock.
All right, so yeah, Walker's gauntlets, the palm lights up with energy and she reaches for him. Familiar sight to those of you who fought him, which I guess was everybody here, except for Scalvo and Emil.
So a melee tool attack, what does that use?
It should
It's a
say
melee
the
attack
bonus
plus
on the
6.
on the item. So I believe it's a +10 on that one. Let me
So
double check
what
the
is-
item.
But what does it use?
What do you
Melee.
mean?
Strength.
So would it just use like a dex?
No.
Strength.
It's
Strength?
because you're casting from an item. You use the bonus that's listed on the item.
Oh, it's just a bonus. Right.
Yeah, it's a flat bonus that's listed on the item for what you use.
So it's just the +3?
No, it should say +10.
Does it say Oh, +10.
Let me double check. I'm not making this up, right?
No, I wasn't sure if it was like it would use like dex or whatever and then the +10.
Yeah, electroshock at tier 4 +10 to hit.
Oh no!
12
I
does
had
not
such a
hit.
cool image!
Oh.
Oh. Okay. Second attack, because she's still hasted. With her hands
Right. So
probably
yeah,
still near him, probably not on him.
I'll say if you wanted, you could
still-
have used your steroid action for that one so that you could get your full extra attack.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not using. My second action. Cryo injection.
Oh, this
Okay.
has been a while since we've seen
I was
this.
gonna flavor it to like when she's got her hand around his throat, she injects it, so he's getting electrocuted and then injected.
Still. And again, this is with Walker's gauntlet too. You see the fist clench and like Wolverine claw syringe pop out like the last time
Yeah.
you guys fought him. And yeah, she attempts to stab this time with a cryo injection, a cast he did not have with that.
Yeah, only Nuria has that.
Yeah, that was a Nuria special. All
All
right, so this time with
This
Nuria's
is
tool
hard.
attack.
This is
Yeah. So Nuria's tool attack. This is hard. I mean, this is 2 character sheets at once.
You're
Ooh,
multi-charactering.
that's a +11. Okay, so that's a +11. Right? Yeah. Because Nuria's casting tool attack is 11.
All right, there you go.
Please hit. Please hit.
11's a pretty solid bonus.
Hit. That hits!
That just hits.
Okay, he needs to make a con save against a DC 19.
Ooh, he is pretty strong in con.
Low rolls. Come on, low rolls. Low rolls.
Here it is. Moment of truth.
Low rolls.
15.
Yes!
He's been rolling
wow.
so low on con,
Wow.
even with his great bonus. That's 15, so that fails.
Yes.
So what happens?
Oh, it's been so long since I've done cryo injection. So, you guys are gonna like
Imagine
this.
if he would have nat 20.
So first, he takes damage. I'm gonna roll this damage for you guys.
Take that damage.
That's a lot of damage.
He takes 64 cold damage,
Oof. Those you
and he is paralyzed.
and paralyzed. Okay. How do we'll say see which one of these is paralyzed. I'll just give him one of these. He is out. Yeah, so you inject that syringe, just jam it into the side of his neck. And just like as you see like almost this frosty blue go throughout his veins as his muscles begin to seize up. And he is paralyzed.
I like picturing that like the smoky bits like become like frosty.
Yeah. There's a bit of cool to them. As his wisps of smoke are now frigid. Yeah. So is that Ennio's turn then?
That's all Ennio can do.
All right. So, into your turn, he
And
can't.
she takes poison?
Yes, you do take a D4 poison damage. Let me roll for that real quick. Oh, there you go. You got faster than I did. So 2 points of poison damage to you. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of her turn. Emil can't take any legendary actions because he's completely incapacitated with that. I believe, does he get to save at the end of his turns, I do believe?
It is... Oh, better not be... No, end of my turn. No.
Oh.
Wait, wrong. I keep forgetting it's not on the manual, it's on here.
Next up's gonna be Kevin.
At the end of each of their turns...
Yeah, he can repeat the save.
Okay, yeah,
So, yeah, Kevin, you're up next.
So he doesn't do it then?
No, he hasn't. It's not his turn yet.
Oh, okay.
That was just a legendary cycle.
Yeah, he would have, but he can't use his legendary actions while he's paralyzed. What are you doing, Kevin?
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm going to charge my PRL.
Okay.
And I guess he is going to Oh right. Also, since I got rid of poison, I only have 1 fatigue point again.
Right. Yeah. So you back down to regular movement.
Yeah. So
We're back up
to
to.
have him move right over here. Well, no, right over here. So that's 10 feet of movement. And I don't think I can do anything else, so that's my turn.
Well, so you did charge your PRL then, so you are going to make that charge shot. So you pull out the PRL device and send out this massive blinding flash.
All right. I thought I had to wait a turn or something.
No, that's an action.
Okay.
So he has to make a con save.
Yes.
Well, paralyzed does not affect
Does
con
that auto
saves.
fail?
Yeah, only auto fails strength and mobility saves for paralysis. So con is still your natural fortitude. That's a 25.
Ooh.
Yeah, no. I tried.
All right, so he takes half damage, right?
Yeah, so... Well, first things first, I actually have to roll that. The attack itself.
Not on charge. The charge is just a saving throw.
Oh, okay. Alright. Then half of this.
Which, how many of those do you have left, by the way? You've used several so far on this adventure.
I've used... I think I've only... You sure about that? I'm pretty sure I've only used it once or twice. But...
That's still pretty significant when you only have 3 uses.
Then this would be the last shot.
Oh yeah, there's your last one then, if you've used it twice before. Alright. So he takes half of that, which would bring it down to 14 flash damage.
Alright. I'll take it.
Alright, this massive blinding beam of energy just blasts into him. He's just like... But again, the muscles seized up with the cryogenic formula going throughout him. That's Kevin's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, next up is going to be Scorpion.
So paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
Is advantage on attacks?
Yes, attack rolls against him have advantage.
Cool. I was hidden anyways. Are attacks auto crits or no?
Only if you're within 5 feet of him.
So no range attacks.
Could be if you get within 5 feet of him.
There's advantage.
I'll take a straight roll.
Are you gonna run right up to him? Well, to be fair, you could melee. Most of your damage is coming off of the sneak attack anyway.
That is true. That is true.
If you don't want to, if you don't want to chance the disadvantage.
All right, he's gonna full like Ninja Gaiden, like run and dash over the table and draw his sword. He's gonna jump like full leap over the table, like midair, and then draw and swing.
Sort of like Iai Jutsu.
Probably. Yeah. So I don't have disadvantage because I'm not using my range. So this is just advantage.
So this is advantage. Hits.
24. Same for both. All right, so here we go. And this is a crit, you said?
Yeah, it auto crits if you're within 5 feet of him.
All right. And because I don't need to do anything with my other hand, I can use versatile for this.
Ooh. Oh.
Wow, 92 damage on a katana swing.
How do you want to do this?
What?
But just like stated, I mean, he's frozen, right? So
yeah, he is
like,
completely still.
This is Japanese steel. So run, like everyone forgot about him at this point. So like everybody's looking at him and there's like, blinding lights and gunfire going off. And then just out of nowhere, he's like freezing up. And as like at the moment where he's just like, he's slowing down and stops, a blade just right through his neck.
Head goes spinning through the air and lands on the table. And you see the eyes move and look around at each of you.
Can I like skewer his head with my blade and lift it up?
All right, yeah. You take your katana sword and just send it straight through. And as it's coming towards, you just see him almost about to say something, but the sword comes right out and it's just like, "Rah!" Skewer it and lift it off the table.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lift it up and just say like, "We know that's not all you got, Emil."
And with that, you hear.
I really hope that's all he's got.
You just hear again that cry as he screams as the sword comes towards him. Just echo throughout this entire area. And by the time it rings out loudly in all of your ears, and you lift it up, you say those words, and it just explodes into black mist on your sword, and his body that was left behind, frozen in place, also explodes into this massive torrent of dark smoke, and the storm of it floods the entire chamber. You're all enveloped, feeling flakes of dust and wind blowing against you until darkness. Complete darkness. None of you can see a thing.
I have blind sense.
I have echolocation.
I have a flashlight.
You're up to 10 feet. Can I tell we're in the same place, or is everything different? Because I would be able to like know the desk
You
and like the drop off for the
it's
window.
true. With that, yeah, echolocation and blind sense, you both get the sense that you are in the same space.
Okay.
You do feel that
They
everything else
didn't
is
teleport
there,
us yet.
but you're just in a void as far as your vision can tell. There is nothing that you can see.
They can't even see Enyo's glowing eyes.
Nothing.
Ugh.
Full like ninja samurai warrior, Chinese ninja warrior. He's just gonna like sheathe his sword, pull his mask down. I'm activate predator mode, which gives me true sight out to 60, I think.
Okay. Now true sight, it means you can see a lot of things, but I don't believe it does anything about the solidity of what surrounds you. However, Kevin,
Yes.
for you, the darkness gives way to light. As it fades away and everything is just bright white around you. You
Sorry, I completely
He shields his face a bit.
I missed what you said because I dropped out of the call a little bit.
everything went white for Kevin.
Oh, okay.
You don't see anyone or anything around you, nor do you hear anything. It's complete silence all around. But as you shield your eyes, looking down, you do see yourself, your own body, evenly illuminated in this brightness. And you hear a familiar voice, familiar feminine voice behind you saying, "Is it over?"
I have no idea.
Turn beside you is Archaea. Did you avenge me?
He tears up. And while he wants to, he hesitantly turns away. that was my goal. Though, honestly, I've lost the rage that I wanted to put into this vengeance. I see Emil and I just pity him.
You pity him?
I pity him for what he's become. He claims that he wants to take this lonely road. But it has turned him against everyone and turned him into a monster. So yes, I pity him. But this has to be done. Not just for you, but the entire world. But for me, especially for you.
And as she seems to ruminate on your words, looking aside for a moment. And back to you. She just throws her arms around you and gives you a hug. Thank you.
He hesitantly hugs her back. I don't know if you're really here or if this is just a trick. But I'll take what I can get.
You feel her warm embrace. You don't know if this is just a trick, but it's real to you. For a moment, you're transported back down some distant memories, remembering what that embrace really felt like before she was gone. And then, yeah, hold on to that memory. For a moment, forgetting having to lose her, and then having to lose her a second time in the Manifold Tower. I can't thank you enough for your conviction. I know you've done all that you can for me. Evidently, she thinks for another moment, as if finding her words, but still holding you in this hug. Says, evidently, it wasn't quite enough, was it? You know, you could have saved me. That day when Emil killed me, but you weren't there.
It wasn't like that.
You weren't
left
even
without
there.
Telling me.
I loved
left
you.
without telling me.
I trusted you. I trusted you. And she pulls back, and you see her head splits open like a mouth, and countless rows of sharp fangs unveil themselves within. And she's like, and that's the last thing you see as it envelops your entire vision, and it goes dark again. And you feel the coldness of these digging into you. With your amount of madness, you take 5 points of cerebral damage as these dig into you. You could feel them digging into you, but you see nothing. And you feel sharp pain in your nerves shooting throughout your entire system. And as everything fades back into reality for all of you, you just hear this cacophonous noise of massive destruction as you feel the building shake beneath you and around you, and shockwaves traveling all up and down your person as this storm of dark cloud begins to give way. And as it does, your vision is unveiled around all of you to see the building disintegrating around you, cracks crawling up along the floor and throughout the walls, and everything tearing apart as everything begins to float outwards and upwards as if in a low gravity setting. And the dark smoke continues to storm and rage around you, the light smoke of the entire island environment spinning into an almost tornado that surrounds this entire thing, as the entire ceiling of this building is essentially removed by this gigantic hand that peels it away. And all of the walls and the ground beneath you splits apart. All of you are separated onto different chunks of concrete as they float off into the air. And you see a massive trench-coated form of Emil, still in his usual colors, the tan and green, but a massive version of him. Smoke swirling around him, staring down at all of you, at least 25, 30 feet in height.
Excuse me?
And that's going to be where we end tonight's episode.
What do you mean? 30 feet in height?
So how big is his head? What's the target?
Pretty massive.
Yeah, Chauncey, about that airstrike.
So, oof. All right, that was our penultimate episode. It looks like next week might be the last. So, phase 2 of the boss fight is now underway. And we'll see where we go from there.
Super Mario Galaxy flashbacks. Specifically 2.
Uh-huh.
For some reason, I'm reminded of Sonic Adventure's final boss.
Well, I hope you guys are ready for. You have just surpassed the first tier of this classic multi-tiered boss fight. Final boss of the campaign. Here we go. Part 2 of the battle continues next week. But thank you all very much for watching. Till next time, we'll see you all later. Peace. Squared. Have a good night. God bless.
Good night, sweet dreams, all the good things.
Good night.